Okay, downloaded. So if I want to share my screen, what do I do? Open the file
You
first.
open the two files.
First, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Um,
Oh,
I'm trying to.
Auntie Cindy,
Okay.
Happy New Year.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Lizzie. How now?
Fine,
Wait.
thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Auntie Cindy, Happy New Year.
I hear. Happy New Year too.
Last time, I think I saw you last in 2024.
Is that true? Is that the truth?
That we don't know anyway.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. I think one is open. It's running the other one.
Okay, ma'am.
I mean, because we have just 5 minutes to open the two of them. Then how do I now share? Activate.
Yes.
My
Go back.
Microsoft Word. Maybe I should upload it on Drive. My Microsoft
You can.
Word.
It's better to upload on desktop.
Okay. So what do I now do?
So you go back to the meeting.
Look, I can't share from here. Obviously, Abby.
You can share,
Okay.
but the screen will be small. It won't be large enough for the viewer.
Okay.
Hello. Good morning. Zini. Anna.
Ma?
Good morning. I'm just greeting you.
Good morning, ma.
Hello. Just greeting. Just
Okay, ma.
greeting. Good morning. Good evening.
Yes, ma. Good morning.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. Elizabeth, okay, let's go.
Yes, in the middle of the meeting, you see the share screen. The share screen option there.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Then I'll
click
now
on it.
choose the application window.
Exactly, ma'am. Perfect.
Let me see.
So you put it
I sent
on.
the agenda to you now.
You put it on slideshow.
Yes. It goes.
How do you put this on slide? Just
Okay, look at the top of the screen there.
This good.
That red.
I've seen it. From beginning, or from current slide,
Yes,
anyone?
ma'am.
Okay.
From beginning, exactly. So click on next first. Let's see if it will move. It's working. It's working.
Does it not work sometimes? I'm even wondering why we can't do that on the phones.
On the phone?
Yeah.
No, we can share slide from phone, but the screen will not be, the view won't be large.
Okay.
Is the size of the screen of the phone that will appear.
Okay.
Hey.
We can't hear you, ma.
Okay, Ibukun.
Ibukun is here.
Oh, okay, ma. Ibukun is not in the meeting yet.
Boil water before. Coffee, yeah? Oh, that's all. If you need to do anything now. Huh? Okay.
Ma, you can close the slide now.
Now stop share.
Yes, ma'am.
Then I will download the agenda from DDG. Where it starts? Okay. As I've opened that one now, how do I share that one?
It's the same thing. You go back to that same
Okay.
share screen.
Mm,
It will pop up in the window. So
okay.
you select.
Please send me on my other phone. Let me send those slides
Okay,
and
okay.
this program on that phone.
That phone, okay.
And the link, the Zoom link, please.
Okay.
So let me try in case. So we'll have a backup.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, okay. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Am I on
Good
the
morning.
Please cover up.
okay?
Seeing you.
Ayaba, good morning, ma.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
My dear friend Pascal.
My DJ, good morning again.
Morning. It has been a long time.
Sir, it's not that long. You've been so busy now.
Good morning, my dear left man. Good morning, man.
My DG, a very good morning.
Good morning.
I've been missing you. I've been missing you.
My PDG Koshogari, good morning, man.
Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Once again, I've been missing you. Once again. So, my dear, Pascado. So, my dear, Pascado.
Mama, remember ya, ma.
La big for probably
Them to join.
you know that this one is breaking.
You can see my screen. Is it okay?
Yes, very okay. Yes, very okay. Yes. Let me switch off this.
You didn't send me the link.
switch off this.
Meeting link, please. Elizabeth.
Okay, mommy.
I'm about to start. Can we force them to join on their platform? Who's buzzing them? Because I'm not there. Elizabeth, send me the link, please, on the other phone. Let's set that one.
Okay, I've sent it. with the presentation.
I've seen the presentation, just the link.
So let me take. I think I have this one. Nice.
What's because we're going?
Hello? Hello? Ah.
You're welcome, everyone.
Okay, Gizem.
Please, if you don't mind, kindly change your username.
In fact, I even sent something to them and I gave an example. I sent, I don't know, I shared it with you.
I don't have it, but please, I need it.
Ground rules, and I told them what to do, how to change the trees on the ground rules. But you can
Okay.
help them, they cannot do it.
Yes.
That way you cannot do it, then maybe you can help them. to
Can
know
we
that-
send the link again on Rotarians 9111 platform?
Okay, let me do that.
Okay.
That means everybody will join now. Is that
Whoever
okay?
can,
for
it's a learning session. If you are
Okay,
not,
so
you
fine.
can
Doesn't really
do this.
matter now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir. Sir.
If you know for now, I want
Elizabeth, how do I go off this sharing screen?
Stop share.
Huh?
Stop share.
I can't find it. I can't find the button for stop share.
No, it's there. Click on the screen. It will appear on top. There's a tiny line like that will appear. So you see the stop share in the middle.
It's not, it's just going straight to my, it's casting from my. Okay, I've seen it. Oh yeah, okay. I need the ground rules. Can you put your club name and your role?
Please, I need to mute everybody, so all the co-hosts can unmute themselves because the
Okay, go
noise is
ahead.
much.
We can go buy it. Yes. Then we can go buy the food for you.
Which one? The other one.
Please, the co-hosts can unmute themselves, please.
Good morning, everyone. It's 5 minutes past 8, and we are officially going to be introducing ourselves, preparing for this section that starts in the next 15 minutes. My name is PAG Zini. We have already with us here the DG and our PDG, Motunde Lawson. At the right time, they will all introduce and start, but we recognize their presence, Sir and Ma. Kindly check the platform for the ground rules. Let's all stick to it. During the session proper, all our videos needs to be on. I'm sure we know this routine, most of us by now. During the, if you don't want to put it on now, that's okay. But when the session starts, we should be able to put our screens on. Okay. Please send me the photos. Your username should be renamed. If you have some nicknames, we want to have your name, your club, and if you're serving in any capacity for the year 2025, 2026, kindly also put in your name. Like if you're the admin or the chair or foundation chair, service projects chair, you can actually even put SPC as your service project chair, so that we can ask you questions tailored to your role, or we can engage you in that capacity as well. You're all welcome. It's a beautiful morning. Thank you for joining this early. Make sure your internet sections, your internet connections are good.
I've shared the ground rules
So,
with you.
so you put in your name, rename yourself to reflect your first name and your club. If there's any space, you can put your role. If there's none, maybe your first name and your club. That's okay.
Yeah, using it.
Ma,
I share the ground rules with you. You can also
yes, ma'am.
put.
I'm looking at it now.
Okay.
It's important to know that your video is going to be turned on. So please dress up properly. Dress properly because you'll be visible to everyone, and do not cause distractions for others.
Yeah, yes, the speech tutorial they are going to use. Yes. Yes.
Mute your microphone until you need to speak or you're asked to. Thank you everyone for complying. Innocent Abu, you're welcome. Okay, can you just put your club name and your name? Can you rename yourself? Just add your club name. Raj Babatunde, thank you. Just rename your what do you call it? The name on Zoom to reflect your name and your club name. We can do your first name. You don't have to put all your names. Like you don't have to put Ezine, Obioha, Lita, with all the certifications. We know that we are all overqualified and chiefs and kings in our villages, but we don't need the titles today as we are only Rotarians here. So how do you change your name? You just click on your name, the three hamburger button and your profile. Just click on it and you will see an option where you can rename. Thank you, return nephew. You can put your club name. It will help the facilitators to address you properly. I think it also gives your club visibility. So why don't you identify your club and your names? Okay, I'll be recognizing people that have complied.
Hello, Jide. How are you? Hello. Emotionally. Because when you're going to share yourself, your brother. Okay, all right.
I've complied. I know
Oh,
some
what
people are saying that Zinnia, but you've
you
not
need
done
now?
yours. I just did mine. My name is PhD Zini.
You can
If your
come
name is too
20
long, you
minutes
can
before
only
that. You
just
can
leave your
go
first name.
along when we
Nobody's
speak.
complying.
You can join the general.
Okay. I would
When you join the general meeting, then from there, you're going to tell them when they will now leave and they go and join the one for now share them the other link. Okay, all right.
Please, ma. Okay, ma. You can mute yourself, ma.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
you can see that our DG, our PDG have all complied. Let's do the same. Ademola Daramola, please, can you rename yourself? Elizabeth, you can help us rename, assist people that want us to help them to rename, that won't be able to do themselves. I can see our AG, Ehibrima, Rotary Club
Okay.
of Lagos. Ajayi Modupe, please just put one name so that we're able to see your club. If you put your full names, we will not be able to see your club name. It will be too long. Okay. Ajibade, I'll see Alakuko. That's okay. Thank you. Return Ajibade. I would Betty of RC Amuwo Prestige. You're welcome. Good morning. Dr. Tunde Shalanke of RC Ota, you're welcome. Bola Daniel, I'm not able to properly address you. Engineer Emmanuel Efe. Is that RC Adeni Jones? Kindly put your club name. Thank you. If you need any help, you can put in the chat box. Someone will attend to you and help you change your name. Dukwe, thank you for complying. Dukwe RC Rock City. Service project role. Thank you very much. Jovan, I will assume that's RC Ewututu. Thank you. Ika Jams, RC Maryland. Thank you. Kunle, RC Maryland. IDT. Thank you, sir. Lawrence from Festac, RC Festac Town. Thank you. Thank you very much. Money from Festac Town. Good morning. If I'm not calling your name, it's because you're not properly named, so I will not be able to return. Not for you. Please, can you move one name so that we can see your club name? I can't see your club name. Thank you very much. So I'm sure the facilitator will not be able to see. Saka, I also knew Ukoba Metropolitan. Good morning. Sandra Omokoro, RC Keja GRA. Good morning. Please call your friends. Amma with me, RC Omole Golden. Good morning.
can I quickly say something, my PhD, please? Something quickly.
Ma?
Club officers, please can me quickly pass this information to them. Our club officers, please, you represent a club as we speak. Call the other members of your club as supposed to serve next Rotary year. Call them one by one that we are online and they should join, please. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear left. Everybody in the club needs to have this information today, this learning. If not, you'll be sounding very strange when you're trying to make some corrections and teachings, and we're not all in sync. So please call your club members and officials. Thank you very much. We have 2 more minutes. Please, can we get at least 100 people online? Can we also buzz on the platform? On the WhatsApp platform? Tosin, you need to change your name, not just introduce yourself on the platform. Can we all just do this, please? You see my name? Okay, let me put my video on. And that is me. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Faye Adeni Jones. I see you. You have 1 more minute. Already asked you, Agege, just change your name. So why we change our names is so that the the facilitator can address us, give us, and also engage us properly. So he or she might not be able to address us properly or engage us if we don't comply to the rules. So nobody feels anybody is being sure or anybody being anybody's favorite. We only respond to people that have complied. Thank you very much. Once the session starts, you have to put your video on. I'm about to put mine because it's 8:20 now. So please, that will also be a way that the facilitator will recognize you to engage you. Your club will help him or her address you properly. So it's 8:21 and we have 75. I need just 25 more people and we're good. Please call your club members. Vivo V2217. If we see strange names like this for more than 1 minute, we might have to, take you out of the room because we don't know if it's anybody that, if it's a stranger. If you need help to change your name, kindly say in the platform, and Lizzie is right there to help us as usual. Thank you very much. Alaji Musa Siaka of RC Yaniyese, thank you so much. Bola Daniel from Okai Neba, thank you so much. My Abeokuta people be coming through as always, complying. Thank you. Angoli RC Greenfield, thank you so much. The instruction I'll paste again, please. Lizzie, can we paste the instruction and the ground rules on the platform? Thank you. Please, we just have 5 minutes, 3 more minutes. Raspi 79, can you please rename yourself? With Miriam RC first tag public image, please rename it. I'm reading from the chats box now. UD Anthony Konyek, you can just put UD RC and ESA Ota. You don't need to write the whole name so that we can see it because we cannot see your name. Omalola, please put your club name, include your club name in your name. Adu Elijah, your club name is not there. Olashade Ikeja Golden, Public Image Chair. So the facilitator will not have this time I have going through the chat box to tell you what to do. He will just not be able to call you if you don't comply. So comply so that you'll be engaged. Thank you very much. You're all awesome. Vivo,
Can you share the agenda in virtual and coordinator?
yes, ma'am. You-
That is this Vivo V2217.
Yes. We need to take the person out of you now.
You have been asked to rename yourself, otherwise you're going to be removed from the platform.
Come, already Agege, please just, if you click on your name, you'll see a 3 button, the hamburger button, not the hamburger, the 3 dots, right? If you click on it, you'll see where you have a rename. So right there, that's where you would just change your name to have your name and your club name. Please, let's comply.
And if they don't know how to do it, she's ready to assist you to rename yourself. Just say,
Yes.
please help me to do this.
Thank you. I see you, Adu Elijah. Thank you so much. Tosin Abeokuta Metro, thank you so much. Can you hear me now? Mariam Festac, thank you. Ibele Chukwu, do you want Lizzie to help you? We can actually do that. You know, yours is okay, Akeju, RC Maryland is working. Thank you very much. You see, I'm able to call people's club names because I can see their club names. I won't be able to call your club names. It's important your club is visible. We have Rotary leaders and our DG on the platform, so you might want to.
Okay, we have only 5 more minutes. So
5 more minutes, ma'am. Thank you.
yeah.
We are still
Yeah.
at 76. Please, can you call your club members, please? 77. Let's do this.
Joko Premier, call your members. Abeokuta Metro. You can't be the only one representing 3 people. Call the others,
Yes.
please. Agbara, please call your members. Okota, please do that. Call your members. Call your members. Lagos West, call your members. Ipaja New John, call your members out, please. Call Akomojo. Call the
Ikeja
other
GRA.
people, please. Let them join. Maryland.
Richard, my PP of you. Thank you for complying. I see you. Please call your club. Although I've seen a number of Maryland Okota people, I think. Maryland, I've seen a number of them. Yes.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Which club?
Ikeja GRA. Call your other members to join now, please.
77, please.
The one estate. Call your members. Because I know your club, I was able to call your club.
Pascal.
Call your members.
Good morning again. RC Abara. Oh, I see there's a good turnout from RC Abara. Thank you very much.
Festa
Cosmopolitan,
call your members.
Omole Golden, we can also see, I think I've seen about 2 people from Omole Golden. Thank you, you're recognized. RC Okota to more than 1 person. Thank you very much. RC Keja, I think I've seen more than 1 person as well. Thank you very much. Temi Johnson, Temi Tayo, what club are you in? Temi Toba from RC Abeokuta Metro. Abeokuta Metro is duly recognized. Thank you for complying.
All right. I think for at this juncture, maybe we can hold on.
Introduction. Thank
Yeah.
you for all. Ma, please, before we go, this Vivo, I might have to, we
Please
have to,
remove it, yes.
yes,
And then
thank
the
you.
primary, we cannot be shouting since morning. I couldn't even say, please, I still need to rename myself. I can't do that. We don't want any stranger to hack into our meeting room, please.
Vivo, we are taking you off now.
Somebody still has IBK. IBK. Please put your full
That
name.
should be
What is
Buko.
IBK? Put your full name
That's Ibo.
and your club.
That's a technical guy.
Oh, okay, Bukun.
This
Okay.
one.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Techno
You put name yourself,
KJ5.
please. Rename yourself.
Techno
Yeah.
KJ, I am going to put you in the waiting room. We'll admit you when you rename yourself. Thank you,
Okay.
everyone, for complying. You're awesome. My
Thank
DLF.
you very, very, very much. Our virtual learning coordinator for 2025-2026. PAG Ezine Obioha. You have not let us down any bit. You are really up to the task ahead of next Rotary year. And on that note, I want to warmly welcome our district governor-elect, the convener of this club leadership learning seminar. It looks strange, but yes, Rotary evolves. And what we knew and we were called this learning assembly probably about 2 weeks ago has changed because of the council legislation that has now approved a new name to rename this learning assembly to Club Leaders Learning Seminar, which is more appropriate for what we are about to do today. But before I go on the dot of 8:30, I am going to welcome our DGE on board to call this meeting to order before I will come back. So I want to thank you all for those who are here. But please find other members. We're waiting. Thank you. God bless you. This governor-elect.
Thank you very much, my DLF. Good morning, my fellow Rotarians. I especially want to recognize, well, permit me, please, because I'm not sure of everybody that are here, but let me recognize quickly, District Governor we need designate, I think is online too. Ruchiran Samaye Chuchu. I recognize our district learning facilitator, our own PDG Omotunde Lawson. And of course, here also we have with us the incoming district secretary, past president Ruchiran Mike Effiong. I must also quickly recognize the coordinator of this virtual learning, past assistant governor Ezine Obioha. And of course, I recognize everybody that are here, all our presidents, current presidents, president-elects, and chairs of all various clubs that are here this morning. And I will not also fail to quickly recognize, this is quite very good. Let me also please recognize, I am not sure, but somebody just mentioned that we have our district governor online. If it is so, I want to say that good morning and you are highly recognized, sir. And of course, all our facilitators that will be taking us through these sessions today, I say good morning to you, everyone. So on that note, please permit me to please call this virtual learning session to order. Please, shall we take the Rotary grace, please?
Oh, Lord, giver of all good, we praise thee for our daily food.
May Rotary
Friends
friends
and Rotary will help us to serve thee all our days.
Thank you. Can we be seated?
Thank you. Okay. I can't hear the TGA.
Please go ahead, my dear love.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I lost your voice along the night. I don't know what happened. However, thank you for calling this very important seminar to order. Let me now at this juncture, having recognized our district governor-elect and our virtual learning virtual learning coordinator, I also want to acknowledge the presence of our facilitators. I have a DGND online, always been responsive when we call you. We have AG Ibrahimo, Assistant Chief Public Nature for next 2 year for Republic of Lagos. We are going to have PAG Busala Satri as a facilitator. We have past President Jide Ogunleye, past President Akin Odutola. These are river facilitators.
We can't hear you anymore, Ma. The glitch. While we wait for our DLF to reconnect, Ma, we can't hear you.
I think somebody muted everybody.
I don't think it will affect her. I can't see her online.
It's our network.
Okay.
I think she must have
Her
tripped out of
network,
this.
yes. Okay, while we wait, I will be putting out the program on the platform while we wait for her to reconnect. Thank you very much, everybody.
For all those who are just joining, please, your
Yes,
name
please.
and your club. Your name and your club. Just
Okay.
give us your name, rename your device to your name and your club so that we can identify you properly. Thank you very much. Chinonso.
Thank you, my dear.
Chinonso, I can see Chinonso, I can see Hannah, I can see Innocent Abu Jeffrey. We just need one name and your club.
Okay, we've done that. Yeah.
I'm the one using techno. Oh, okay.
Okay,
Can I go
ma.
ahead now, please? Sorry.
Yes, ma.
I lost you in a while.
Go ahead, ma.
Okay, thank you. Now, after the general session, we are going to provide the links for the breakout. We have a separate link for service project chairs and a separate link for public image chairs. But the club admin chairs will still continue with this general link. We're not going to go out from this room. You're just going to have your own breakout rooms. So the links we provided after we must have started. Don't want any confusion. That's why we have not shared the one for the specific links. So we send that one to your platform and also to your chat, the WhatsApp group. We send the link maybe about 20 minutes before the DG finishes his own address. The link will be there. In the breakout room, facilitators will ensure that they request participants to switch on their videos. Please follow the ground rules. It's very important. But they may not engage you if they don't see your face. And the engagement is the reason why you are here. So you can learn and learn from others. Others too can learn from you. So on that note, I don't want us to wait too much time so that we can save as much time as we can save. I also want to thank PP Jimmy Ajibola, and Road of Ikeja South for their assistance in ensuring that this virtual learning program goes on smoothly. On that note, I want to now call our incoming district secretary, PP McEffen, to briefly introduce our district governor-elect before he gains the floor. Thank you very much. IDS, please, over to you. Briefly introduce our district governor-elect. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my DLF PDG Omotunde Lawson. It gives me great pleasure to introduce you to our DG, Rotarian Henry Akinyele, whom we fondly call the Prince of Impact. Rotarian Henry's stint in Rotary has spanned over 30 years. He started when he joined Rotary Club of Ikosi in the early 90s and became the president of the club from 1996-1997. He was also a staunch member of the Rotary Club of University of Ilorin in his university days. He served in various Rotary district committees before he met with now PDG Bola Oyebade of Rotary Club of Surulere in 2001 and mooted the idea of organizing a new generation Rotary Club. This little idea crystallized into the Charter of Rotary Club of Maryland, Ikeja, which is now one of the foremost clubs in the then District 9110 and the largest club in the new District 9111. Henry's passion for the growth of his club is indescribable. He remains the only member who has consistently served on the board of the club for 10 consecutive years. He was the president of the club in 2006, 2007. His year as president witnessed the first extension of the club, the formation of the Rotary Club of Maryland, and the charter of Interact Club of Wasimi Community High School, Maryland. He also scored many firsts. Henry's debut in the district dates back to the year 2009 and 2010, Rotary year 2019 and 2010, where he served as the secretary to the New Generation Committee, headed by PDG Otumba Bola Onabadejo, and organized the well-attended Youth Summit. He has since served as a member, chairman, vice chair, and secretary to so many district committees. Such positions include Chair Ethics Committee 2010 to 2011, Chair West Africa Project Fair Committee 2012-2013, Chair Presidential Citation 2014-2015. In between, he was Assistant Governor 2013-2014 and 2016 to 2018. Chair Rotary Foundation Dinner and Dance 2017-2018. Membership Lead Coordinator, he was the pioneer membership lead coordinator for that district 2017 to 2020. Chair $1 Million Challenge 2019 to 2020. Vice Chair Conference Committee 2019 to 2020. Member Polio Concert Committee 2019 to 2020. He became his donor coordinator 2020-2021. Was Chairman District Governor Installation 2021-2022. Chairman Rotary Youth Leadership Academy, RYLA 2022-2023. He was nominated as District Governor Nominee Designate 2022-2023. He became District Governor Nominee 2023-2024 and currently serving as our District Governor-elect. The Prince of Impact is a resource person to several committees as well within the Rotary family. He's a graduate and faculty member of Rotary Leadership Institute. He's a national editor of Rotary Leadership Institute Nigeria and has facilitated many training both at the Front District 911 and other districts across Nigeria. Rotarian Henry has attended over 10 Rotary International Conventions. He was in Zambia, Mauritius for learning sessions, as well as Orlando, Florida, USA for the International Assembly. Rotarian Henry is a major donor and a benefactor of Rotary Foundation. He's an ardent soldier of polio eradication and has contributed over $5,000 into the polio fund. He's a recipient of a prestigious Nigerian National Polio Plus Committee Award. Our Prince of Impact is a direct prince of Ifore community in Ondo Kingdom. He is married to Ni Lolawa, a Rotary Foundation major donor, and blessed with 2 beautiful children who are both Paul Harris Fellows. Our Prince of Impact is a businessman, and his interest lies in printing services, logistics, and hospitality. Fellow Rotarians and our dear leaders, I present to you our DGE, Rotarian Prince Henry Akinyele.
Thank you very much. Just before our DG comes in, such an announcement. The chat room is actually full now, but there's a link, YouTube link, that other Rotarians will use to join. We're going to post the link now, please, and to be shared on the platforms again. Thank you. So the DG can go on, please. Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you very much, my district leading facilitator. Once again, I want to say good morning to my fellow Rotarians. I am so glad and I'm excited, to be with you this morning. I want to thank you very much, and permit me, before I share my goals with you, to please congratulate you once again, for being entrusted with the leadership of your various clubs. I want you to understand that this comes with a lot of, responsibilities, and I want you to take it as so with all sense of high sense of responsibilities. You must, my fellow Rotarians, you must lead from front because you are leaders. So I expect all of you to please lead from the front. And let me specifically say this because it's also very important. I would expect a leader by the very first month of the new Rotary year, July, pay his or her annual dues. These are the way to show that one is a leader in a club that has been so elected to lead. So I want to enjoin you to please lead and be ready, to give out your 3 T's to your clubs. Your 3 T's involves your time, your talent, and of course your treasure. And I want to also enjoin you to please let us continue to imbibe all the core values of Rotary in all we do at our club levels. There are quite a lot of decadents, but I believe that we as leaders should exemplify the positions we have been so elected. I want to thank you very much for being part of this. You were unable to join us at the District Learning Assembly because of quite a lot of things that we may not be able to accommodate. Having over them like 7 of you from a club. So that is why the DLF has mentioned that we have decided to please bring you online here this morning to please also pass some knowledge and skills that will enable you to play your role as being elected in the next Rotary year. So I want to thank you very much for your time this morning, and especially I must quickly please appreciate the District Learning Committee, ably led by our District Learning Facilitator, past District Governor Omotunde Lawson, and of course all other members of that District Learning Committee, ranging from our PET coordinators, DLA coordinators, DTLS coordinators, and of course other members, secretary, and all other members of that committee. I also want to thank our facilitators that will be taking us through some sessions today. I want to say a very big thank you. I recognize you all, past President, AGL Ibrahima, PP Akeodutola, my PAG, Busola Satuyi, who will also be serving as the Chief of Staff for next Rotary year, and of course, all other facilitators that we have here. I had when our PDG Omotunde Lawson called Rotarian Jide Ogunleye past president. I know Madam is in a haste to promote Jide. Irresistible President Jide Ogunleye, you are also very highly recognized this morning. We hope to tap from your experience. So I thank you very much, my fellow Rotarians, and I will quickly share the goals for the year 2025-2026 with you. So permit me to please try to share this, okay? Can we all see this?
Yes, it's coming up. Yes.
Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, let me see. Okay. Take it out. Okay. Thank you very much, and I will quickly run through this so that we can have a bit of time. Yes, this is my presentations to you this morning. Let me quickly also pass this information to you because quite a lot of us don't even know. As of today, we have 75 clubs in our district, District 9111. We all know that this is a pioneering year. And let me also mention to you that when you look at this slide, we have our district covering part of Lagos State and Ogun State. And permit me to explain to you that we all know that Ogun State is divided into 4 regions. We have the Yewas, the Jebus, the Remats, and of course the Egbas. So our district covers both Yewa and Egbas. So that is why all the clubs in Abeokuta and the likes of Ota, because the Abeokutas are the Egbas and the Otas, and the rest are the Yewa. So that is why they belong to our district. And in Lagos, yeah, immediately you get into Lagos, coming from Lagos by the express road from Bega, all the close by your right, going through towards Ojota, Ikorodu Road, all close by your right, belongs to our district 9111. On the other side of the road, by your left, towards on Ikorodu Road down to Island, belongs to the other district 9112. That is why you have the Rotary Club of Oregu in district 9111 and have the Rotary Club of Ogudu on the other side of the road, or daughter in district 9112. Yes, my strength. Yes, having you've all listened to my profile. You know, I've been in Rotary for over 30 years. I mean, spent like over 7 years as a Rotaractor, and of course, I've been in Rotary for over 24 years. I've served in all various committees you could think of in the district, and all this I plan to bring to bear, and I hope that it will be our strength for next Rotary year. Yes, my vision. My vision, as shown on your screen, my visions for District 9111 is to build upon the pioneering efforts of our first district governor. I aim to foster a thriving and dynamic district that honors the legacy of our past leaders while striving for excellence in community service and international collaboration. Ultimately, I envision District 9111 becoming a beacon of pride, not only in Nigeria, but also within the global Rotary international community. I am going to share our goals with you, and there's a need for me to also introduce to you who will be, who are the go-getters. The first set of the go-getters are the people you can see on your screen. You have myself at the center as the leader of the go. And of course, our current district governor, who will be serving as the immediate past district governor in the next Rotary year. Our highly revered Dr. Oluwole Kokoyi is part of the go-getters. And of course, my troikers, our district governor nominee Bukola Bakari and our district governor nominee designates, who will be the district nominee in the year 2025-2026, while Rotary Bukola Bakari will be district governor elect, also part of these go-getters. And of course, we also have my district Rotary representative, Alice Awisu, who will also be joining us to achieve our goals in the next Rotary year. Yes. Who are the other go-getters? We have all our district leadership. That is, all our past district governors are going to be part of these go-getters. And of course, head of committees at the district level, we have the district Rotary Foundation chair, the district membership chair, of course, the district learning facilitator, our chair public image, our assistant regional coordinators. We have them, past district governor Remi Bello, as assistant regional coordinator on Rotary Foundation, and of course our DLF again, who is also assistant Rotary regional coordinator on membership, will also share in these goals. We have our action plans champions. We have 2 action plans champions, one in Lagos and one in Ogun State. We have our zonal coordinators, and I will share with you as we proceed our zonal structures as we move on. We have all our assistant governors, of course, which have been assigned to clubs, and some of you must have, been introduced to your assistant governors who will serve as the assistant governors for your clubs in the next Rotary year. We, of course, have the United President, which are the primary go-getters, all the presidents. Yes, permit me to also introduce to you that our presidents and our Rotarians, and of course our DG, are going to be called the United next year. So we have our president-elects now to be our United President in the next Rotary year. We have the committee chairs, various committee installations, Rotary Foundation dinner and dance, and all the rest are part of these go-getters. I have my core team, which I will also quickly introduce to you now before I proceed. I have, of course, Rotarian Mike Effiong from the Rotary Club of Ikeja South as the district executive secretary for the next Rotary year. I have also past president Adekunle Adeniyi from the Rotary Club of Maryland as the district treasurer. And we have past assistant governor, our very energetic Busola Saturi, who will be serving as the chief of staff for next Rotary year. And of course, Tunde Abeni Olawuyi, popularly called Abinibi, as the special assistant to the district governor. They are going to be my core team for the next Rotary year. We have the DRR and his team as well. I was with them at their training yesterday as part of these go-getters. And also our administrative staff, Blessing, Helen, Remy, and all of them at the district office will also join us to achieve our goals in the next Rotary year. And of course, all Rotarians, we are go-getters, and we are expected to please play our roles so that we can achieve these goals that will be presented to you this morning. Yes, all our activities will will be driven by the Rotary Action Plan: impact, reach, engage, and adapt. I think we all know all the 4 priorities of our action plan in Rotary. Then yes, now our goals. Let me please quickly go through our goals. In membership, our goals is being it's going to be pivoted on the 5 cardinal points, and we have the very first one as membership. Membership is very important, and if you are listening to our Rotary International president-elect, when he was asked what is the priority when he was asked to give us the 3 priorities for the next Rotary year, he said the first one is membership. When he was asked the second one, he also said membership. And the third one, he also repeated membership. So membership is very important. And that will be our first goals, to have a net gain of 500 members in the next Rotary year. Our Rotary Foundation, we hope to contribute $500,000 US into the Rotary Foundation to our district in the next Rotary year. Our public image, we're going to have a broad local and global presence. Our DWEF goal is 25 million naira by the special grace of God. Permit me to also mention to you that the fund in our DWEF, I think we all know what DWEF is all about. The fund in our DWEF, that is our own district endowment. It's now also is lean because the district has been divided into 2, and the funds in the endowments and the in the endowment was divided into 2. So which made, funds to be lean, and we hope that in the next Rotary year we will all join hands together to raise it up to with additional 25 million naira. And we also, the last goal is to have a robust collaborations with our Rotary Club, because they are the future of Rotary, of course. So, how do you want to achieve 500 net gain in membership? We hope to form new clubs, 15 new clubs in gray areas of our district. So please, we encourage all Rotarians that are here to please introduce your friends. It's our intention. We're going to be very intentional about it. We are going to form 15 new clubs in the next Rotary year. We are going to strengthen and encourage our clubs to grow by a minimum of 20%. Please, I want you to take this back. This has been presented to club presidents and the president-elect, and of course, other officers of the clubs at DLA. So you should also own this goal of increasing our members minimum of 20% in the next 2-3 years. We are going to continue to train our members. You know, we're going to organize a pool of speakers at the district level, and it's expected that clubs should please call on us at any time, you know, to please invite speakers to speak at your meetings. We want the clubs to be so engaged. We want people to have club experience in the next 2-3 years. We want you to have takeaways by the time you leave your fellowship every week. And the district is ready to support our clubs. We are going to explore all other types of membership in order to increase our membership, either through the engagement and, of course, attraction. We are going to form various clubs. We are going to form more satellite. We are going to form satellite clubs, course-based clubs, passports clubs, more e-clubs. So we are going to allow Rotarians, you know, to join any clubs as flexible as, it will suit its purpose. Now, I must tell you that, like the DLF mentioned to me the other time, and when we discussed, there are a lot of 20 various clubs we can organize. Course-based club, there's nothing stopping you guys that plague us to just have Golfers Rotary Club, and just 30 minutes, 1 hour before you play your golf, you have your meetings, and that makes a club. We're even discussing about what about nomadic Rotary Club, where you can meet anywhere. You may decide this evening, let us meet at a lounge. Next week, let us meet at your place of work. Next other week, let us meet somewhere, and you move around, so that you can enjoy Rotary, have club experience. So we are going to encourage our clubs to form all this type of clubs. We are going to resuscitate and energize the weak clubs. There are quite a number of weak clubs in our districts, and I can assure you that we shall put a task force in place that will help us to please resuscitate all these clubs. We are going to also encourage diversity, equity, and inclusion in all our activities in the next Rotary year. In our Rotary foundations, we are going to involve new approach to generate funds into our foundations. We are going to come up with series of creative methods, fun, while we contribute to our Rotary foundations. Like I said, our goal is $500,000 US, and we hope to, and the breakdown is raising $150,000 US in our polio fund, annual fund $250,000 US, and our endowment $100,000 US. And I am very confident that this is doable. So I want to believe that after this, we will all take our own share, the little we want to make, contributions we want to make into Rotary Foundations to help us meet this goal in the next Rotary year. We are going to source for contributions from external donors, leveraging on the Rotarian social capital. We have your friends, we have your corporate organizations, you have your boss in the office, you have your politician friends. We want to please encourage you to please talk to them about our foundation. This is a foundation that has been tested and trusted. And a foundation who has received over 15 times consecutive recognitions from the charity navigators, those who measures the standard of non-governmental organizations, and foundations, and they have discovered that this is one of the best foundations in the world, that you could push your money and be rest assured that your money will be spent on what it has been donated for. We are also going to prioritize every Polio Plus Society, Polaris Society, making sure that at every club level we have an area coordinators, and we want to make sure that every Rotarian make a contributions in our foundation in the next Rotary year. We are going to, and most importantly, we are also going to encourage clubs participation and utilization of Rotary Foundation funds in order to motivate us to donate more. Next week, the Rotary, management seminar, grant management seminar will come up, and I expect all clubs to be represented so that you can have access to these district grants. I usually call it a wolf money. Come attend this seminar and put up your plans and programs, your projects, and the district is willing to give you part of this money that has been given to us as district designated funds. Public image, we are going to visit government, parastatals, community leaders, and partner with them, to also, put what Rotary has been doing all around in the face of our leaders in our communities and also in our system. We are going to engage all forms of media, both traditional and non-traditional, to promote our district. I want to please, we have the public image here. By the time you get your breakout sessions, you will be more skilled or trained on how you can develop a structure, strategies to make sure that your programs at your club levels are showcased, are publicized. All these things will be taught here today. And we're also going to ensure a functional website and constant social media appearances. We're going to do quite a lot on all these social media platforms, and I can assure you that it will give us the kind of publicity Rotary deserves. We are going to circulate governance newsletter constantly, and as at when due. We're going to make sure that all information necessary are passed across to our Rotarians, of course, to all our friends in our community. We are going to continue the media parley with our district governors every month, and I look forward to seeing you, attend, being online at our different various governor's speaks as we move into the new year. We are going to the DWEF, like I mentioned earlier on. Our target is to raise 25 billion naira into that account, and also we're going to be coming to you, to make donations into this account. We're going to use different approach to make sure that we are able to meet this goal. We are, like I said, I also promised by the special grace of God, 10%, of the net gain of whatever we get from the district government installation is also going to be donated to these endowment funds. So we are also going to enjoy you, create more awareness about the DWEF. We'll come to your club and talk about DWEF to you so that you see what DWEF is actually doing. As we speak, we have over 200 beneficiaries of our scholarship, all over the universities we have around. So I want to encourage you to please put this in mind of our contributions to our DWEF. We are going to involve Rotaract clubs in our plans for this Rotary year. They've been with us. We've been rubbing minds, and yesterday I was so glad to be with them at their president-elect learning seminar. And of course, we have quite a lot of programs we're going to put on for Rotaractors in this Rotary year. We are also inviting them to join our committees at the district level. I think we all know that Rotaract is no longer a program of Rotary, but a partner. They are also being counted as members of Rotary. So we want to please collaborate with them, encourage them to also transit, those that are matured among them, to also transit to Rotary, so that we continue to expand in terms of membership. We're going to support them financially, which we have even started already. We're going to encourage them, to please be more viable as a movement. So, fellow Rotarians, there are quite a lot of programs we plan to execute in the next Rotary year, but most of these programs are going to be driven through the clubs. As displayed on your screen, Clean Vision for Student Initiative is our intention to screen over 10,000 students in our public schools, and also provide eyeglasses for most of them. You'll be marveled that some of these children, they are impaired. But because of their backgrounds, they don't know. So some of them just attend schools, but they can't see the board. This is what I have seen and verified. We're going to assist them. We're going to build a standard SIG base in 20 public schools. All these projects I've mentioned are going to be driven by club. The club we identified is school, and the district is ready to support them. We are seeking global grant all over. We're trying to get partners so that all these programs will be will be done, using the global grant platform, so that the burden is reduced at club level. We are going to continue the district economic empowerment project. And also, there's this, we all are aware that our current district governor initiated the Peace Study program, which is a 3-month course with in conjunction with Olabisi Onabanjo University Agowoye. The first set have graduated, and the second set will graduate maybe probably next week. The course within this just 1 year has been able to produce almost 100 graduates of peace study course. So it is our intention to continue this program in the next Rotary year, hoping that in another 5-10 years, we'll be having over 10,000 peace scholars in our communities, mediators who will assist us to restore peace to our society. But to take this further, it's our intention, by the special grace of God, to build a peace center in this school. The course is hybrid. They have virtual, then they go in person and all that. But when each time they attend, they go for these studies, there's no dedicated building for this course. So they have to move from one department, to another available one. So there's a plan to have a standalone, very moderate, very modest peace center to be built by our district in the next Rotary year. So I hope that by the time we bring this to the fore in the next Rotary year, you, my fellow Rotarians, will also support this and make it a reality. Also, we also want to donation of ambulances, emergency response points. We have written a global grant as regards that, and we hope that's going to be approved, and then we can on this Lagos-Shagamu Express Road. These are part of the things we just hope to do. And like I said, the clubs will own these projects, and it's going to be driven by them. So other activities include Rotary Youth Exchange, Rotary Friendship Exchange, and the other usual activities that we normally have in the course of the year in Rotary years. So having said that, it is also my pleasure to bring to you, what is new. There's not so much new, but let me share this with you. At the Rotary International Assembly, where we all district governor-elects were gathered for their final training, we were asked to develop a value statement for our district. That Rotary now is beyond, oh, come and join my club. It is all about service club. Yes, we are purely service organization, but people also want to know what is in it for me. I mean, if I join, what do I stand to benefit? It is on this premise that each district governor were requested to develop a district value statement in that class and promote it within their district. This is what I've come up with, and we hope to publicize this in the next Rotary year. What is the need for us? So our district value statement will read: Rotary has helped our members to acquire self-leadership skills, consciously make positive impact in their community, and connect with other friends around the world. So when you look at these statements, it is anchored on 3 points: leadership, service, and social capital. So when you join Rotary, just like what we are having this morning, there are quite a lot of things that we are going to gain, and that is going to be useful for us, not only as the chair of these various committees, but also in our businesses, in our community, and not the rest. So it's a leadership skills. Yes, and consciously, of course, do the service we are meant to do, impact our community, and also be able to connect as friends. Now, what we are doing this when we are connecting, quite a lot of us have friends in Rotary. So this will be our value statement. We're going to put them on stickers. We're going to put them on billboards. We're going to put them in some of our brochures all through the year. Yes, let me speak to you as regards our zones. Our zones has been restructured, and we're going to have 5 zones in the next Rotary year. Currently, we have about 9 thereabout, but the idea is to bring more clubs into zones so that we can have a robust zonal participation, zonal engagements, zonal activities. So now in the next Rotary year, we're going to have an average of about 14 to 16 Rotary clubs in a zone. And like I said, so many things we're going to do in the next Rotary year are going to come through our clubs, through the zones. We're going to see the zones who will add more members, the zone who will make the highest contributions, the zones who will do more publicities, the zones who will make the highest contributions to our Rotary Foundations, the zones that will form the Rotary clubs and engage their own Rotary clubs. All these things are going to be driven this road. All this has been shared with your president-elect, and we have zonal coordinators for each of these zones. So, call to action. Now that we have outlined our goals, let's go to work. I encourage each and every one of you to take ownership of our objectives and contribute your unique skills and talents to make this Rotary year is a huge success. So, distinguished Rotarians, I want to thank you once again. I am honored to serve as your district governor, and I look forward to a very successful Rotary year together. I thank you very much. Let us continue to unite for good. Thank you, and God bless you. I thank you. I want to yield the floor back to our DLF and, of course, our virtual learning coordinator. I thank you very much.
Thank you, my United DGE. That was a wonderful one, and we have a clear pathway towards our United year. While I wait for our DLF to connect, thank you very much, my DG. I'm sure people will have some 1 or 2 things to say to you.
Okay,
or ask questions. I don't know if we are open for them to type their questions in, or they can identify or show interest by raising their hands. Then we will call them so we can have an orderly session now. So if you have any question or anything to say to the DGE, please just do that by either type your question in the chat box.
Was muted. Please, the host
Okay,
is
ma'am.
The host is
Ma.
missing me all the time, and I'm not a co-host. Elizabeth,
Okay,
please.
so sorry, ma. So sorry, ma.
Thank you.
So sorry,
Thank you
ma.
very
Thank
much.
you. Take over, ma.
Thank you.
Sorry, ma.
Thank you for
Situation.
standing in gap. That's the
Yes,
spirit.
ma.
You know, I was so
Thank
happy that
you.
you were able to stand in gap. Thank you very much for that, my dear
Thank you, ma'am.
VLC coordinator. Adiji, you have done
You're welcome,
justice to that. And you can share this, your presentation, to the platforms later. Let them study very and know what is up for them to do, and how they can engage in this job goals, lofty goals. You have to share it with them so that they can have time to study it again and know where and start planning where they're going to key in together with their club presidents. Thank you very much, DJ, once again. We are now going to break into our sessions. And like I said, they look at go and check your platform. You're going to see the link for public image. You're going to see the link for service project. But club admin, you're going to remain here. You will remain here while the other ones go to their breakout sessions. Now, are you with me? So
Let me also quickly add this, man. If you have
yes.
not joined those platforms, we are going to post on District 911 Rotarians platform now.
Now,
The link for you to join that your various committee groups. If you have not joined, please go to District 911. Check, look, please read carefully and check the ones you belong and join. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And so once you have joined, just go and now click the link and you find yourself in the class. At the end of that, there are 2 sessions. At the end of the 2 sessions, you will now come, the club room will still be there. You are not leaving anywhere. But those of you going to public image and service project, we come back using the format link, the general link again, to be on board so that we can close up formally. Please don't forget. So thank you. Find your way to the breakout sessions now. Your facilitators will join you. They already have the links to join you. And if you have any issues,
public image, we are already waiting.
Thank you.
We are
Service
waiting
project,
by the door.
Very good, very good. Thank
Public
you.
image, we are waiting for you by the door.
Yeah. So go now. Thank you. And so club admin, you wait. And you're going to wait for your first presenter. Oh, I'm not able to join now. Oh, that public image. Hello, my Epic.
Yes, I can hear you, ma'am.
DGNDI to say he cannot join now. When is his own?
Who?
Yes, you want to take a public image for
yes, it is there. Except it's not. I will send it to him privately. I will send the link to him.
But this is not his own turn now.
No, I think he's taking how many? Let me see the session.
Second one. Okay, because he's calling me. Okay.
The links to paste on the group chat so that people can join from this place.
It is on the group chat for public image.
Can I have them to put on the WhatsApp group, on this Zoom link, please? Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So who is taking the first club admin, please? The first public image first, please.
From you check. I
we
think
have
I'm the
only
one
5
taking the
minutes
first
to,
one.
to organize ourselves,
I'm the
please.
one taking the first one. Public image or role.
Okay, go ahead then.
Yes.
DGND will call the second one.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for those to join.
Thank you, everyone. Please, we just have 4 more minutes to all join our platforms now, please. Club admins, service projects, public image, join your sessions. This particular platform, if you're not a club admin, please check the chat room and join your specific customized breakout section. And your facilitators are there waiting for you. After that, you come back here so that we can close and with the DG and the LF. Thank you. Please check your group chats for the links. If you have any challenge, please let us know in the group chat.
Okay, maybe.
Ma, we need to post this on the link. The link.
Please, can you help me bring in the gender Ayetutu, please? Pierre Gizini said he can't come in.
Okay, sir. Okay, ma. Ma, please, I need the links on this. I'm not seeing him outside though. I don't know why.
This class can commence, please. Coordinators to please go offline so that this class can start. Thank you.
He's the one taking this one. He said he cannot come. He said the house is full.
Why?
Ayetutu.
He should join. I can't see anybody at the
He said
door.
the the house is full. That's why he has been calling
No,
me.
it's not full. It's 75. It's not full.
I told him, but he said the house is full. Now he was just every time to
Please, he needs to
log
try
in.
again. Okay, ma.
Log out and let me call him to log out and then come in again.
Yes, ma'am.
He's the one that's even in this group now. Okay, let me call him. All right.
All right, ma. Please, I need the links. Mapic, please. Kindly check in your WhatsApp group if you're already there. The links are there.
Again.
On the club officers WhatsApp groups, people are asking for I am happy. Can I get the links?
Posted
Please.
on 911 platform and President's platform. They have the links. So stop asking.
Okay, check your President's platform now. And the District 910.
I am in now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, he's in now. So I will leave now. So he's in. Thank you. He's in.
My DG, sorry, my DG. My DG, the links are not here. It's just for the group chat too.
You want us to share the link on
the link to join the Zoom? Yes.
Okay, it has been posted. All of them has been asked to go and join. Okay, it's going to be posted again. All right.
Some of them are not there, obviously.
All right. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
My DG.
My DG and you.
My DG. Good morning. Good morning, my DG. Good morning, my DLF. And all
of them.
Thank you very much. I can hear you.
The participants are in this room now.
Yes, sir. It's over to you, sir.
Okay, I can start right away.
Yes, we won't interrupt you again, sir. My DG,
thank
we
you.
are good. My dear, can we leave now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to share my screen.
Okay. You're in control, sir.
Share my screen. Please, can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can see it.
Okay. So I'd like to welcome every one of us to this session. It's for the club admin chairman of various clubs in our district. I am going to be sharing with us on.
Yeah, I'm sharing it. I'm sharing.
your role. We are looking at your role as a club admin chair. And you can see the introductory slide, right? I hope you can see the introductory slide. So I will be sure that we are together, so I can move on to the next slide.
Yes, sir. It's showing, sir.
Okay. So looking at the learning objectives, it's expected that at the end of the session, participants will be able to, in the first place, understand their responsibilities as club admin committee chairs, and secondly, to be able to create an engaging agenda for a club meeting. Um, oh, excuse me, just a moment.
Sorry, sir, please. You need to enable editing for you to be able to use your slide. There's a bar at the top called enable editing for you to be able to use your slide.
Okay. I I thought you could see my slides before, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
your
We can.
slide is visible, but you need to enable editing for you to be able to control your slide from your end. At the top of your slide, there's a bar called enable editing.
Okay. It's just give me.
Please kindly unmute Sam, Lizzie, please.
He's a co-host, sir. You know, he was one that muted. I think he's trying to set something.
Okay, all right.
No bueno, just wait. Okay, are we good now?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are looking at some key messages. The first is that we need to consider the issue of designing club meetings that are relevant and engaging, which is key to member satisfaction and club growth. So designing club meetings that are relevant and engaging is key to member satisfaction and club growth. This session, as expected, is supposed to be as interactive as possible. So from time to time, I might have cause to pause and ask participants to share their views on the various issues that will come up in the course of this discussion. So when we talk about club meetings that are relevant and engaging, what comes to mind? Anyone can just raise his or her hand and contribute. What comes to mind when we talk about club meetings that are relevant and engaging? Okay. K.O. Makinde, please go ahead and speak.
Yes. Good morning, sir. Good morning, the DGN and other district leaders on the call. My name is Rotarian Makinde Kazim, the club secretary, RC Abekta Prestige. The notion of a relevant and engaging meeting, to my own understanding, has to do with creating an enabling environment for members. It shouldn't always be meeting, and talking all the times. There should be an avenue or a room for social interaction. For instance, now in my club, what we used to do at times is to come up with all these local games like Ludo, Ayo Olopon, and Draft and the rest. We can always play around each of those games before we now start our meeting, or after the meeting can then start playing the games. So from there, we are creating a kind of engaging meeting. So it has become a kind of a norm for members that whenever they come to the meeting venue and the meeting is yet to start, they'll just take the games and be playing. At times, we might not even discuss something important at the meeting. It is just to play those games, and at the end of the day, we interact, we discuss, and we disperse. So that has been my own understanding about engaging members for a satisfactory meeting. So thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, my brother, for that contribution. I can see it's like do we have okay? Anyone else want to contribute at this time?
Yes, sir. I want to contribute, sir.
Please go
Can I
ahead.
go ahead?
Please go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir.
Dr. Tunde Solanke.
Yes, thank you very much, sir, for the opening remarks and the question. I'm Tunde Solanke from RC Ota. Designing club meetings that are relevant and engaging means planning and organizing meetings in a way that, we have two different aspects. The first one has to be, it must meet members' needs, relevance. That's what we mean by relevant. It must meet the members' needs. The topic, activities, and discussions should align with the interests, goals, or challenges the members. Each meeting should feel purposeful. Our members should leave with something valuable, whether it is knowledge, connections, or a sense of progress. So that's the first aspect, relevance. And then the second aspect has to do with captures and holds attention. That means the members must be such that they are following the meetings attentively. So where meetings are done, obviously members will stick to their phone and they won't follow. So the format should encourage participants, not passive attendance. If you make your meeting such that people can be out of the meeting and they won't feel as if they have missed anything, then that's not a good one. Then you should use interactive elements like discussions, workshops, guest speakers, games, or team challenges. Vary the structure too to avoid monotony. Rotate between formal like brainstorming sessions, learning events, and of course you can mix it with some form of social and so on and so forth. So that's my little contribution, sir. Thank you.
Doctor, for that contribution. Let's move on to the next slide. Now, when we have informed members, it's that they will feel included and are more likely to get involved in club activities. Informed members. So what this is saying is that it make every member be on the same page. Success club wants to record to be facilitated, we need to inform our members. We need to carry them along. We need to give them as much of education and information about Rotary in general and about our club from time to time. And I believe that this is also critical to our role as a club admin. For instance, club admin takes place these days both physically and virtually. When it is time to share information about various activities of the club, or even have an online meeting, apart from the ones that are had physically, it is still the business of the club admin person to put everything together. He or she is the one that will set up the Zoom, both the software and the hardware that are required for the online platform that is going to be used for the engagement to take place, whether it's Zoom or WhatsApp or Google Meet or whichever one that is chosen. So we have no choice than to ensure that our members are informed at all times. So, and then I expected to also ponder on a few things. Number one is what can you do in your role to ensure that members enjoy their club experience? Let's not forget that in this discussion, club experience is central. And when we say club experience, we are talking about the feelings and impression that members have when they come to our club. Talking about the various activities, be it meeting, be it social gathering, be it project implementation site, it could even be in terms of coordinating members' attendance in district meeting. For instance, okay, anyway, before I give some examples, let me come back to the house. So what do you think we are talking about when we say that, when we ask what can you do in your role to ensure that members enjoy their club experience? Well, who would like to share with us on this? Anyone? What can we do to make sure that our members have impressive club experience that will make them want to come over and over again? Dr. Tunde's hand is still on. Or was it your previous hand that was raised? Or
no, sir, I just raised this one again, sir.
Okay, fantastic. Please go ahead and speak, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. I just wanted to share my thoughts on this. I think I have a little experience on club administration, so that's simply the reason why I seem to have some of these answers handy. To make sure that members enjoy themselves, the first thing is that we must foster a welcoming environment. That means we must greet members warmly, especially new ones, make everyone feel seen, heard, and valued. Secondly, we must promote participation, encourage involvement in discussion activities and decision making. Create space for everyone's voice. Don't marginalize people. Don't do things in such a way that people feel as if they are being marginalized. Now, of course, you plan engaging activities, communicate clearly, and often listen and respond to feedbacks. Don't just be the type that will always be talking without asking people to also give their own feedbacks. It is not supposed to be a regimental meeting. And then we must celebrate efforts and achievements. A little appreciation goes a long way in making people feel as if they are part of a group. For instance, if people are celebrating their birthdays, you celebrate them on your platforms, and all that. Even if you can't write all the English in the world, just an emoji show that, oh, happy birthday, blah, blah, blah. And, people will feel as if they are. And of course, finally, we'll be able to also lead by example. Those things that you don't want people to do, you yourself, you don't engage in it. Show commitment, enthusiasm, and integrity. Your energy sets the tone for others. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for that contribution. Once again, anyone else? When we talk about making our members have a good club experience, it's something that should be of concern to almost every one of us in this group. Bring club admin chairs because it's central to our role. So I expect that we should have a robust discussion on this. Who else wants to say something? Roger Alakunle, okay. Omole Golden. Okay, please go ahead and speak.
Okay, good morning, sir. I'd like to say that in order to make members, it's all about, for me, a primary factor is about engagement. As club admin officers, especially during meetings, you engage members one-on-one. For instance, now in our own club, what we do is that during meetings, apart from making them comfortable, you go to each member, you ask them, okay, have you been, for our own breakfast meetings, for instance, we normally serve tea. So when anybody comes in, you make sure when you engage each member, be it guest, be it a member, when a member comes in, when a member sits down, even though they know that there's a part of in our meetings is a table that has been set for either coffee or tea, even though they know, you go to them, you engage them, good morning, coffee or tea. Sometimes you might even go a step further to even, take the cup of tea to them. These things go quite a long way. Then again, you sort of follow up with members, especially during meetings, as to, okay, how did you like the meeting? What do you think about the ambience of the meeting? What did you enjoy the most? What did you not enjoy? Then, most importantly, you ask a question about what do you think? Because the feedback from members is very, very, very important in order to make meetings better. You will be surprised that you get a lot of feedback. But by the time you collate all this feedback, you now go back, you sit down, develop something, come back, the participants' participation would be better. Then lastly, meetings is all about participatory. You encourage members, whether they are in the meeting or out of the meeting, you encourage members to participate. send messages to them prior to the meetings, just engage. It's all about engagement. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. So still speaking about to have our members have enjoy their club experience. It's important that we look at the following issues. All the time is this next meeting, what can I do to create memories for our members? How do I make them or think, always thinking of innovative ideas? For instance, you could create a game. You could put something under the chairs and ask people to check, and whatever they find there is the gift that they are going to win. That is an experience. You could just think of something that is not just about talking about project alone. Think about things that are fun generating, that can really help them to feel among and feel like the place is an exciting place. Don't let there be a dull moment in your meeting. Let there always be something exciting to look forward to. And it's also important that we use effectively 2 subcommittees under our committee as club admin chairs, which the We Care Committee and also the Family of Rotary Committee. So making members great club experience is not only about when you see them around and they're in your meeting, they are contributing, not to be on ground. You should check on them. You should find out what they are going through. Like somebody has said already, when it is time to celebrate them. When it is time to identify with them because they are going through one thing or the other, identify with them. So this is very important for us to do. Creating exciting club experience for members is not something that is rigid. Rotary has created frameworks like Family of Rotary, We Care, and other things that we have mentioned, but notwithstanding, it thrives essentially on the innovative capacity of the club admin chair. And you don't have to do this alone. You can talk to members of your committee or even those who are not in your committee, Rotarian A, Rotarian B, Rotarian C. What do you think we can do in the next meeting just to make members have an experience that will last longer in their memories? So it's a cumulative effect of all of this that make members want to stay, that also make them want to invite more people to join your club. So how will you work with your club president and other committees to create positive club experiences? How would you work with your club president and other committees to create positive club experiences? Anyone wants to share with us on this?
Hello.
Okay, you're welcome. Please address us, sir. You have the floor.
Oh, okay, my name is Rotarian Omokari Emmanuel, RC Abara. I raised my hands up shortly before you you gave this asked this question. Mine is a comment and another one is a question, please. And that question will go to Dr. Sholake. The first thing is that in our club, what we try to do when we look at the list of Rotarians who are not attending other functions or meetings, what we try to do as much as we is to ask each and every one of us, please, you know this Rotarian who are not becoming. Could you also pick up your phone and call to find out why is not in meeting today or are not being in the meeting for a while? And also to find out how the Rotarian is faring. This act alone actually increases the number of attendees to come to the meeting and to also to share fellowship. So this is one aspect. Now, for my question goes to Rotarian, Dr. Sholake. Yes, I quite like what your club is doing. But there's something that I want to find out. Because the way you describe your process, it looks as if it's the club admin who is running the whole show during the meeting, one aspect, or after the meeting. But during the meeting, don't forget that the president is the one on the steering. The president is the one that will allow one or two Rotarians to have contributions to any topic that is being discussed. How do you people run it? Because if I take that your example, it looked as if the club as admin or the secretary that is running the show in your club. Thank you. I hope everyone had me anyway. I hope I was being heard, please.
Yes, I heard you. I heard you.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
I heard you. Thank you for those contributions. I believe that what Doctor had in mind was to say that meetings should be run in such a way that everyone has opportunity to air their views. Of course, it's the president that's presiding over the meeting. He uses the floor to whoever he wants. But the club admin and the president, that's why our next slide, which is on the screen now, is talking about how would you work with your club president and other committees to create positive club experiences. The club admin person is scanning the entire hall when the meeting is going on. Is looking at what needs members have, is paying attention to the person that needs to quickly be supplied with water so that he doesn't get choked because he's observing that the person has started feeling coughing a little. From something as simple as that to something as important as Mr. A is raising his hand or is itching to speak, and the president is not able to pay attention to him or her. It's not out of place for the club admin to prompt the president for him to know that so person wants to speak or wants to do so thing so that the person can be given opportunity. The president will, of course, ultimately decide on what to do. But it is not when it comes to who runs a meeting in the Rotary Club, that one is known to even people who are not members of Rotary. So I believe that his intention is not, what he was trying to communicate is not that club admin is running the meeting. I am deliberately responding on this so that it does not look like one participant is, how do we put it now, is interrogating what the other person has said. The essential thing is for us to contribute in our own perspective, from our own perspectives, what we think can be done to ensure that our members have great club experiences, especially talking about examples, what works in your club, what exactly do you do in order to achieve this. So we are now talking about how will you work with your club president. Now, the last contributor has just made mention of the fact that the club president runs the meeting. And that's why this question is starting by addressing how you want to work with your club president before talking about other committees to create positive club experiences. So again, let's not forget that the secretary of the club is also at the center of a lot of things as far as the club is concerned. Is drawing up the agenda along the lines of, and then is the one that is communicating them in minutes, is the one that is articulating them on the records and stuff like that. So I've just added this so that that can guide our comments and contribution at this time. So who is going next? I'd like to encourage those who have not spoken at all to please make effort to do that. This is supposed to be interactive, and most of us have ideas. Please speak.
Okay. Good morning, fellow Rotarians. I will quickly take it off from the last contribution. Thank you, our DG and designate. So every club has a uniqueness, and it is important to understand for members or club leaders to understand the uniqueness of their club. This is a very important training, and I would like to encourage participants to speak up. Having said that, the club admin is actually is like the floor manager of the club fellowship, as the case may be. He gets to the fellowship on time, make sure that the venue is set for the meeting. Of course, it is expected that the club admin virtually knows everybody, and if there is a guest, he's aware and all the rest of it. Now, it is also very important for the club admin to understand that the president is presiding over the meeting. Oftentimes, there should be a board conversation or how will I put it? There should be a back-end conversation between the president and the club admin in line or with respect to the fellowship that will be taking place. There should be an alignment, there should be an agreement, as the case may be. But oftentimes, what we have seen is that one of the challenges we have, especially in recent times, is that club presidents do not carry the executives along. There are always distortion here and there. But I think one thing which is very, very important is for us to be intentional as we are discussing making the experience of fellowship to last long. There should be. Hello, am I on?
Yes, you are on.
Okay. So there should be an intention. It should be intentional to ensure that for every fellowship it counts, and that will definitely help to increase our target for membership growth. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, John Pascal. That takes us to our next slide. Does your current meeting format encourage all members to offer their ideas and opinion? Because it's important that all members are able to bring their thoughts to the table as far as the progress that the club is about to make is concerned. That's why you can see the picture illustrating this slide, showing somebody who is itching to speak. And then, so talking about your meeting format, you could have a meeting that looks like a briefing. The president just comes and talk about this and that, and then at the end of the day, just ask the SA to perform, and everybody starts drinking and eating, and that is the end. So it's important that you look at your meeting format. How does your typical your agenda on a typical meeting day? How does it look like? How are your meetings run? Do you have times that the president will ask committee chairs to report? Do you have times that the president will ask new members to share their experiences so far? For instance, you could say that anyone who has joined the club in the past 2 to 3 months should have his or her day to say what he or she feels about the club. And when we talk about having great meeting experience, your new members are supposed to be your priorities because they are the ones who are struggling to come to terms with the reality of coming to meetings every week, having to pay for SA, contributing to projects and stuff like that. You need to help them to get used to it. Someone like my friend Pascal, who has been in Rotary for over 20 years, already has become very stable and whether contributing money will be burden or going to meeting every week will be tiring and stuff like that. So you are desperately looking at how to make those who join your club recently not contemplate leaving your club. Because if you check data, you see that there are so many people who join Rotary and they live between the first 1 to 3 years. There are some that come to Rotary and they stay just because maybe when they took ill or when something happened to somebody that was there to them, the club rallied around and helped them out or supported them. So anytime the man thinks of this Rotary Wahala self is getting too much, when he remembers that that club has given so much to him in terms of care and attention, he will then be reluctant to want to take such a decision to exit. So it's the same thing when it comes to what happens every time when we are at our meeting. You have an opportunity to get somebody who has been in the club for a long time, talk to you, who is a new member, who has just spent maybe 1 or 2 months. We should not leave the new members on their own. We should be very quick to allocate a lot of the time that we spend with those of our friends that have been in the club in a long while, allocate a lot of those time to new people who are in your club. They don't know you, you don't know them. It was the person that introduced them that knows them before they join. Make very urgent effort to cultivate them, to make them feel at home, to make them your friends, and to have conversation with them about Rotary and about any other thing that is important to them. And this is what how we can explain this, but notwithstanding, like I said, I will always have to rely on your own contributions and experiences in your various clubs. So the question again is that check again your current meeting format. How does it encourage all members to offer their ideas? So can we have contributions we'll just take, and I would like to encourage you to make it just like 1 or 2 minutes so that we can run very fast. Anyone, particularly those who have not spoken before. I have not had up to 5 people talking in this meeting. Now we are over 60. Is it because you people don't like my face? Does anybody want to share with us on this?
Yes, sir.
Dr. Sholanke?
Yes, sir. Thank you very
That's
much,
still my
sir.
Dr. Sholanke has become my regular customer in this meeting. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Thank
Go
you
ahead,
very
sir.
much, sir. I think in my club, what usually happens is that at the end of every presentation, the president, will call for contributions, and any member who is willing to contribute will be given the opportunity to contribute on that contribution. And if it is an issue that requires, the club to take decision. So as many contributions as we can get, at the end of the day, the president will fine tune all the contributions. And I mean, it will be obvious from the contributions that a particular idea is the most popular. And then we'll take our decisions that way. So, but the bottom line is that whatever is being tabled on the floor of the meeting, every member is given the opportunity to be able to make contributions. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, well done, my DG Andy. I guess your time is over. DG Andy.
Okay, that means, is it outrightly over or I have just a few minutes to spend?
I guess I guess it's over. We're supposed to take up by 9:45, 9:55. Yes. Let's check the time again. Maybe just try to round up.
Okay, let me try to round up.
Yes, just try to.
So we won't be able to do the exercise. It will be in the slide for people to see. Okay. So, let me just take us through this activity. So this activity is centers around planning meetings that contribute to a positive club experience. So there's a meeting format chart, which I will, how do I get this across? So I put it on the screen. We can pick it from there. Using the meeting format chart, build an innovative meeting agenda. An innovative meeting agenda using some of the ideas in the chart. So you have a meeting format chart that has articulated a whole lot of ideas that you can use to build an innovative meeting. So we're expected to do this. If we had time, what we'll have done is to say that a few people should share with us what they have created. But because our time is up, I would just encourage us to do this on our own and make use of it in the course of our tenure as a club admin chair. So we are also expected to write one major idea that you have gained from this session, which you will use in your role as your club admin chair from July 1. Write down one major idea that you will use from this session. And then there are also, let me check if I have the slide on resources. Okay, we are also expected to look at the resources. These resources will help you a lot to do well in your role. The first one is Vibrant Club in Action course. You can take this course at the Brown Center.
Yes, can we round up, please?
Learning Center.
Mommy,
Are we together?
send Momo 500.
So you can take this.
Yeah, thank you very much.
My DG.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you very
so
much,
you can
my
also look at
DG my DG Sam Aki. Yeah, sorry,
Sam Akinyele.
Aki. Sam Aye Tutu.
Okay. So on this note, I'd like to thank the DG DLF for the opportunity to make this presentation, and also, more importantly, thank all participants, especially those who supported me successful time in our various clubs. Thank you. Bye for
Thank
now.
you very much, our GGND, for the beautiful presentation. I know if we continue, there's a lot to say on that club admin that we can spend even more than 1.5 hours. So thank you, and thank you very much. May I now warmly welcome our incoming Chief of Staff, PAG Busola Saturi, to take over to discuss with us planning inclusive events. Over to you, PAG Busola Saturi. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, my district learning facilitator, PAG Motude Lawson. Yeah, good morning, my wonderful Rotarians. So it's nice having you this morning with this beautiful topic, planning an effective inclusive events. Planning and inclusive events. So please, I don't know if someone will help me at that end there to share my screen. Having all listened to DGND on our role, and I believe that we all know our role as a club admin chair of our club. We all know our role. So let us also now look at how can we plan an inclusive events, at our various clubs. So let's number one, let's see the learning objective. Next slide, please. The learning objective. I want to know if we're all together. Are we all together? Sorry, so that I'm not speaking to myself.
Yes, we are following you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, the learning objective. At the end of this session, participants will be better equipped to plan meeting that consider the needs of all members. 2, know what resources are available to help them plan inclusive activities. Yeah, we've all heard from DGND our role, and I listened carefully to some of our contribution, which I thought that this will also help us at this meeting. So once we know our role, it will enable to make us to be able to plan a very an inclusive event. So let's look at the introduction. Next slide, please. Next slide. No, the introduction. Come down a bit. Yeah, no. After the come down,
Back,
up,
please,
go ahead.
Back.
No.
Back,
After learning objective.
back to slide 5.
After learning, thank you. Yeah. Let's look at the introduction. Planning an inclusive event involves considering several factors to ensure all attendees feel welcome, valued, and able to participate fully. Here are the factors. Here are some key factors to consider. So let's look at the key factors to consider, which I know that you all agree with me at the end of this. Some key factors to consider in planning events, to mention but few: accessibility, safe and welcoming environment, then the feedback. Now, after putting all these things together, we now relate it to our Rotary Club, because this is just general general factor to consider when planning an event, either in Rotary or outside Rotary. But now, we're now going to relate it to our club by what are the likely events to organize in our various clubs. I don't mind if someone can just tell us 1 or 2 events before we move to the next slide. Oh, hold on. Okay. Can someone just tell us it? Okay. Can someone just tell us the event that we organize in our various clubs? I just need our contribution so that we'll be faster. We'll be fast in this discussion because we have just 40 minutes. And I want to try to maintain the 40 minutes. Can someone just come up to tell us what are the various events we carry out in our club? Can someone help us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tunde. One of the events is our investiture.
Very good. Our investiture, yes.
Event.
Very good.
Another one is the DG visit.
Okay, good. So now let's look at investition.
Fundraising events.
Fantastic. So now let's look at the investition. How do you carry out your investition? And what is your aim when you are planning your investition? Because I know that you should have your aim when planning your club investition. What is your aim? What do you want to aim by planning that investition? Can we go to the next slide, please? The next slide. Next, what are likely events to organize in our various clubs? I have here membership. Yes, I have membership events where potential new member, to be invited, to be celebrated, to be educated on Rotary idea. Then we also have our investigation, of course, fundraising events and what have you. So someone was saying something about investigation. I'm asking a question about investigation. You want to carry out your investigation. What are the things that you need to consider? There's a major thing you need to consider, and that is where I'm going when planning an investigation or when doing fundraising. Let me put it that way so that you get me clear. Hello? Hello? We are planning our club president investigation. What are the major things we need to first consider? Can someone help us? Okay, in order to waste, not to waste our time.
The major thing is to first of all think about the venue, where is going to be fitting for that program.
Fine. Yes, the venue. Yes. What again?
Good morning, all.
Good morning. I'm with you.
You also consider the date and time.
Yeah. Very good. You consider the date and time. Fine. Fantastic. That will take us to the next slide. Can we move to the next slide, please? Yes. To plan an inclusive Rotary Club event, we need to consider the following factors, very important. We focus on accessibility of, which is how to do with location, the timing, the dates, and of course, when you are looking at the location, the date and time, you need to consider your guest speaker as well. So if all these things are put in place, you'll be able to have a very robust event. And again, always have this at the back of your mind. When we are having our Owambe event, it's different from when having Rotary events. When having Rotary events, it's telling us that we must come up with some surplus. So always have that one at the back of your mind. I'm just bringing that one up. We should never forget that. So and also to assign a specific roles to your member. Don't let them see you that you are the only one on top of the whole thing. Maybe the woman that you want to be in charge of food, in charge of decoration, in charge of all the MC, the speaker, the MC. At least you should have someone to be on top of the MC to be checking the time and every other thing. The speaker to be on top of the speaker to see that everything go on the way you are planning. Now, right now, everybody knows that our conference is coming soon, and we started the preparation right from last conference. And in 2 weeks' time, everything will come up to live. Is that not? So each committee, each subcommittee head, they've been on top of their games to see that at the end of it all, what we expected, it comes to life. And what are we expecting is to see that we come up with a very robust conference. This is our pioneer conference. And before you could achieve it, you must have do a thorough planning, starting from registration to see that all the participants get all the necessary that are needed without any issues coming up on it. The brochure, you try as much as possible, you allow the printer to do their job at a very good time so that you can have your brochure delivered to you at a good time. So all these planning are very, very important. So we really need to, to assign member of the committee to go into all this for you. It's not something that only you as a club admin can handle. And you should also have at the back of your mind that club admin is a very key position at the club. If we may not know, we are almost like a life wire of the club, interwoven with the secretary, and of course also with the president. Of course, you have to go by what your president wants, but you need to also prove that you are on top of your game. Even at that the president can tell you this is how you want it, which you have to go by the wish of the president, but also be available to see that you deliver a very successful event at your meeting. The next slide, please. Next, please. Now let's look at the purpose. The purpose and target audience. When we are planning fundraising, who are we targeting? Because number one, we should understand that the fundraising we are planning, is it for what? Is it to Oroji Foundation or to raise funds for to carry out a project during our installation, during our when carry out the project, during our meeting, during our club activities, during the course of the year? We need to know. So what our targets, the audience target, our target is very important. Who are we targeting? So all this depends on the type of program we are carried out. We are in the month of youth. This is Youth Service Month. When carried out a project that concerns youth, you know whom to bring into the event. You know whom the speaker to call to come and talk. Not just anybody. It has to be a speaker that will speak directly to the to the brain of the youth, so that they will get everything clearly. Not just anybody that when they get there, it cannot motivate them, must be someone that can motivate them. And what again do I have here? Then we also the location. The location is very important. We have to start to be very accessible for everybody coming, and the timing, which I've mentioned before. Then bus transportation is public transportation is very important. It's never written anywhere that everybody must be mobile. Some are not mobile, so we need to make it in such a way, if possible, we send a direction of where we're having the event to them, so that they will be well involved in the participation. Then meeting time is very important. Let's keep to the meeting time. If our meeting time is 10 o'clock, let's try as much as possible to make sure that the meeting starts at our exactly 10 o'clock, so that this will help our event to flow very well. That we should try to go against the African time. We are Rotarian and we stand by our 4 waiters. We shouldn't join them in not respecting time. We should try as much as possible to respect timing, because it's very important. It will help our time and the convenience of each other. Everyone is also crucial to all this plan. Then the next slide, please. Next, please. Now, this is very important, food and beverage. Also, of course, we are from different background, different culture, different country. We have a club that have India in their club, India and Nigeria and India in one club. we should try as much as possible to see that we give them the varieties of food. I can remember sometime when we organized the district governor installation, we try as much as possible to get the Indian meal, simply because we believe that they are part of us. They pay for the events, so we should be able to accommodate them by getting them what we feel it will be better for them. We shouldn't say just variety should be there. No, that will not help that event to flow well. They will feel as if they are not part of the program. So we need to make sure that all these are put in place, and it will help us a lot to make our event very well organized. And like I said earlier, organized responsibility gives specific a task to a member that you believe that it will deliver, and once you give a role, what you be expecting it a good answer, and also be on top of your game to see that what the particular assignment given to that Rotarian is well delivered, so that it will not make your events be watery. So, next slide, please. Next. Then the program activities. Make your program activities to be rich, not story all through. You can bring in some commedia to your events. The cultural, it depends on type of event you are planning. Like I said earlier, make your event to be well rich so that everybody coming around, they will have a say. They can say good about your event. All these are very, very good. And I believe that if the speaker, not just any speaker, the speaker that can motivate people around, and also depends the type of people you are speaking with. It could be in the public, in your community. Of course, try as much as possible to understand the language they speak. It could be Hausa, it could be Igbo, it could be English, especially when we are going for polio immunization. We should try as much as possible to have those 3 languages. It will help us a lot. People that can speak Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo, it helps us. It makes that thing you are talking about to go straightly to their mind. You understand? So when planning our event, all these are very, very important. And at the end of our event, we need to give a room for feedback. It's very important. When you give a room for feedback, it helps you to know either the event is actually flow well or not. And it's now left for you as well to, to learn from the feedback. Some can tell you good news, oh, is this, is that, but you still try and, go around, ask 2-3 people to really, you will see 1 or 2 people that will show you where your mistake lies. And from there you pick up, and for next event, you see you can improve on the next event, because nobody know it how. And of course, our resources is very important. We can as well visit the learning center. There are a lot of resources there. The past committee chair that have been in this assignment before, you can see what the person has done and learn some good things the person has done. Obviously, you surely get it better. So, and what again, I think because what I'm saying, I want to give a room for more contribution. That's why I'm trying to put all this together, so that we can have at least about 15 minutes for everyone to contribute to this. So let me stop here to leave the room for our contribution, so that we can all learn together. Hello? Are we together?
Yes, thank you very much, facilitator PhD Busola. Thank you very much. Yes, she has requested for questions from participants. Can we please make contributions? So ask questions. Can you hear me, please?
Let's ask questions, please, or let's contribute how we can make our event more robust during any of our events.
Dr. Sholanke, can you make a contribution? Can we make a contribution? Ife from Adini Jones, can we listen to you? You are raising up your hand, please. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's go to the next slide.
We can't hear you, please.
On mute. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. And thank you very much, Madam, for the very insightful lecture, or will I say presentation. Yes, one of the most important things at any event is funding. Usually, we usually depend on members to fund events. However, I think one very important way to do that is not only to look at members in funding events, but looking at partnership with, other maybe Rotary clubs or organizations outside Rotary. For instance, I remember when we organized membership seminar, last year, early this year in our club. We wanted to do a membership seminar, but we looked at all the indices and all the things that we were supposed to do. And we saw that, the funding was going to be very high. So we said, look, why carry all this burden alone, RC Ota? Why not leverage with other clubs and bring them in and let it be RC Ota in collaboration with
We can't hear you again. I guess it's not.
Sorry, Ma, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
So what
we
did in order to expand our funding base was to collaborate with other Rotary clubs. And at the end of the day, we had about 5 to 6 clubs that came together to do that program. And it helped to make the program a befitting one. And each of the clubs reported it as their membership.
That guy.
So funding is something that is very important. When we put too much pressure on our members to fund a particular program, it also helps to reduce their contribution along the line of other events. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Sholanke. That's a very beautiful one.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay. Did you want to say something?
Yes, he has emphasized the need for collaborations in our programs and activities in Rotary to reduce the financial burdens on members. That's a very good contribution. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Any other contribution, please?
Okay, one name, Inspector.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. I have a question to ask.
Okay.
My question is this: is it possible? Usually, we know that the aim behind the investigation is for fundraising.
Yes.
And like the instructor just mentioned, that we can bring in comedians or even cultural dance to make it entertaining. And you know that when you bring these people, it's also cost effective. So if the aim is to raise money, if you're bringing an MC who is also a comedian, obviously you're going to pay the comedian. And most times their prices are also on very high side. Like in my club, what we usually do, we tap on we take advantage of those who can actually do MCs, and they do that for us. Yes, it's been coming out well, but from what the instructor just mentioned, maybe we'll also look into looking for a comedian, and that will also make it attractive. But my question is this: if the aim of the investigation is to raise funds, by the time you bring all these people, is that not going to affect the fund that will be raised at the end of investigation, at the end of that program? So how do we explain that to club members to understand that we might have a need to invite comedians and also maybe people who could have one display one cultural dance or the other? Please, how do we do that? Because I am
let me help.
Okay. This year, and I want to tap into this.
Okay, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
That's a good question, and let me reverse back to it again. Number one, what I'm trying to say is that planning include an inclusive events, or what you should consider is if you know that whatever it is that you cannot afford, you know what you have raised, and you know your targets. You must give yourself a target. If it's an installation, okay, at the end of this installation, our proposed budget is 50 million. What are we raising? You cannot say you are expecting 50 million and you are spending and you've not raised 50 million and you spend over 50 million or spend close to it, which is not even up to your expected budget for the installation for the year. Of course, you've said it all, that if you have a comedian, any area you can save costs, you can save costs when having your investigation. Even you can even see some of your members, they will say, okay, don't worry, I'll take out of the meal during your investigation. Let the money goes to the projects we are carried out. I'm only trying to give you some insights of when planning an inclusive event. So you know what you have raised. You know, in Rotary, like I said earlier, it is not Owambe that you are not expecting any return after carrying out an assignment. In Rotary, you must report a surplus, and that is when the governor will say, oh, she has done well, he has done well. The president will say, she has done well, he has done well. You get what I'm trying to say? So I'm only trying to give you some overall of when planning an event. So you don't need to do anything that you feel you have someone in your club or you have a Rotarian that can make it more cheaper or more free for you. And that is what Rotary is all about. Okay, let me just give you some insight. We are planning Rotary now, right? Before I went, immediately I knew that I'm going to be the conference chair. I've been thinking all my resources, whom I'm going to target and all that. And I also gave myself the targets, the surplus I will declare to district governor. Whatever it is, I don't pray to go below, rather I can go higher. I don't pray to go below. And that is me, any event I'm doing. That is the way I manage whatever I'm doing, any program I'm doing. I will be looking up to, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'll come out with the base, and at the same time, this is my surplus that will go back to the districts. So meaning that I need to work very well to reach out to people that will support the events. And God has been so wonderful, you know. Depends how you know. I used to tell them in my club that we Rotarians, we are professional beggars. Depends how you take it. People will support you. Once they know that you are not spending the money for yourself, rather you are spending it for the humanity and to make something better. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me add this to this, Rotarian, my Rotarian from Festac. Most of the time, we don't tap into the resources we have. And let me tell you this, and that is the reason for this particular session inclusive event. There are times when we organize committees in our club, we tend to cover it up. For instance, you have been about 6, 7, 10 people have been appointed to be in the investigation committee. There's always a need to make the event the event inclusive. There's every need for the committee to come to the floor of the club and report elaborately on their plans. For instance, like the instance you have given, there are situations where if we make it very inclusive, fellow Rotarians, it is our intention to bring a comedian into our investigation so that we can have an elaborate one. I mean, we can have an entertaining event. Please, we want to urge our members. You may have friends, relatives who are good comedians, upcoming comedians. Please, we would love you to introduce them to us so that we can invite. So don't be surprised. You will have 2, 3, 4, 5, but I have discovered over time, most members of the committees don't know what of the club don't know what the committee actually is planning. For instance, if you look at us in some of the programs, some of us we have organized, we've had the opportunity to bring high-profile comedians. I'm just being particular now, then I would expand it. Bring high-profile comedians to our programs. I remember when I was the chair of Rotary Foundation Dinner and Dance, the likes of Ali Baba and all that, they were there. In fact, you'll be surprised that it's just mere approaching them, tell them what we do in Rotary, and request them to also support. It's a collaboration of a thing. So I think what the facilitator is trying to say is that when we are planning our event, yes, it's a fundraising event, but you still want to make it inclusive by introducing fun. Some are coming there purely because they want to have fun. Some wants to donate, some are business-like. Let's go straight to the speaker, listen to him and leave. But to make it inclusive, you must balance your activities. Look at your audience. Who are we inviting for this event? For instance, you want to invite, you are holding a youth event, maybe a youth summit. You are bringing somebody who is of 75, 78 years old to be the speaker at such event. It does not match, but you want to bring somebody of their age who will speak to them and showcase what he has made for himself. So planning an event involves that. You should make it very inclusive. Understand your target audience, understand your club. You understand? For instance, like I said, our speakers has mentioned quite a lot of factors. He mentioned about location. Your club is domiciled in Festac, but all your major invitees they reside in Ikeja. You should also consider that if our venue is going to be in Festac, how easy it is for our speakers, our guest speakers, to come from a distance to that. So all those things we need to put into considerations when we are organizing our event. We should make it, every member of the club should make contributions, should contribute to the event. We should make it as open as possible. You want to commission a project, you and all other committee members, some club members are not involved. Don't be surprised. Some will tell you, oh, I have excess drinks in the house. Let me come with them. Do you know that in those days, we will do auction. We don't buy materials for auction. But when we bring it to open, it's our intention to have auction sales during this event. Can anybody please donate anything you have in the house that you have not used? People goes into their wardrobe, to their stores and donate beautiful materials. Maybe they've received them over 5-6 years as gift and they've not used them. So you can reduce your financial burden through that and still make it very inclusive. That person feels so happy and involved. Rather than say, oh, come and give us 20,000, we want to go and buy an auction material. But that person is even willing to give a gift that is worth of 50,000 without giving you money. And so that is how to plan an inclusive event in Rotary. But many a times, installation that are centered on the president, nobody knows. You know that quite a lot of clubs, I say it, even as a district, we spent little to invite media people to our functions. There are some of them these days, Punch, maybe as little as 20,000, 25, and you'll be wondering, some club will spend over 100,000 to do the same. But because they don't talk, there are people, Rotarians, who have brothers, who have editors, journalists in all those newspapers, firms, and they can always assist using their social network. I think that is what our facilitator is trying to bring out by saying that, yes, we can have this, but what is most important and what should be at the back of our mind is that this event we want to organize is inclusive, so that when every attendees, they are leaving, they are fulfilled to have spent their time to attend the event. But when you make it just centered, one person's show, and people after 2-3 hours, they are not fulfilled, there's nothing to take home. And it relates to other activities we do, even our club meetings. We should make it as a club admin, we must have an experience. I tell them in my club, always rearrange. As a club admin, you can rearrange the seat. You can call somebody who is a member of the club that has not been coming as a club admin. Hello, Rotarian Rose, please, will you join me early this day to arrange our meeting venue? Please, I will need you to please come with tablecloths or something like that. That person is also happy. Oh, please, Rotarian Mike, we've not seen you for a while. Please, you are going to be the greeter at our next meeting. So please stay by the door to say welcome to every Rotarians and attend our meetings. That is being inclusive. So there are quite a lot of things we can even do without spending a kobo. You understand? But we will make it as beautiful as possible. We can hide a gift, hide something under the table and ask the first people to come. You understand? Please search around and you will see a number or you will see a gift or anywhere. Please pick it. People want to rush to the meeting to say, I want to pick it. I remember 2 years ago in my club, there's always 5 gifts. You will be surprised. 5 gifts for every 5 Rotarians, first 5 attendees. And the club never spent one kobo on any of these gifts all through the year. But these people, the club admin, we beg, my DG, when you are coming, please, sir, can we have just one sachet of Milo, one this, one little things, one pack of sugar and all that. And when you get to the meeting, they will display it there. And during the meeting, the club admin will come out to say the first to come and take this, the second to come, pick any gift from here. And next week, we beg another set of people. Then it became very interesting that people, even at times, some of us will go to, we find ourselves in Ikeja around 4 o'clock, our meeting starts around 6:30. You don't want to go back to the office. You want to rush to the meeting venue to make sure that you get those gifts. So we need to be very innovative, make our meetings very inclusive and robust. Thank you. Other contributions before we close this session?
Yeah, thank you, my DG. More contribution, please. So I think there is no more other contribution. So I thank you, everyone. Thank you, my DGE, for the opportunity.
Okay.
Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you very much. My PAG, Busola Satuyi. Our fellow Rotarians, while we await others to join us for the closing session of this learning seminar, I want to thank you all. Please, as our club admin, like they have said, we are, like somebody mentioned here earlier on, that we are the floor manager. Please let us, first of all, put up a committee. A club must have, you cannot do it alone. So develop, after this, our sessions, go back and organize maybe 5 members of your clubs to be in your committee. Give assignments. You are going to be the greeter. You are going to be in charge of attendance. Please, today you are going to be by the door so that people can sign in and all that. When you want to introduce your members, please, it is also very important. When you want to introduce your guests, I have been to several meetings that introduction of guests will be so mutilated, and done shabbily. When you have a guest, somebody coming into your meeting for the first time, or even a visiting Rotarian, as a club admin, you must go to that person, ask for his correct name. If you cannot pronounce his name very well or her name, it is better that when you want to do introduction, please permit me to invite our guest, point to that place. Please, can you be upstanding? Please, can you please introduce yourself to us? Because there are times we try to call some names and we mutilate it. Some people don't like it. If you know that it's going to be difficult as a club admin to pronounce the name of your guest, please request the person humbly to introduce himself. You understand? And also, introduction of guests is very important. At times when we get to meeting, we see my name is so, and person. It is good to say, introduce the person. Mr. Mike Ojo is my guest for the day. He is a banker. He works with the Zenith Bank, Okpebi branch. Things like that. People are excited. When I'm going into Okpebi branch next time, I'm looking out for such a guest to say, oh, this is my friend, my name is Henry. Oh, you came to my club some 2 weeks ago as a guest. And that is how to encourage and get more members. But there are times we don't do that. Even there are times we invite guests, we don't even bother to entertain them. All these things are the work, roles, responsibilities of a club admin. When you have a guest, somebody visiting your club, maybe district leader, it is our role and responsibilities to go, hey, hello, sir. You are welcome, my PAG or your AG. Thank you very much. What do you drink? Can I get you water, please? Or you assist the person to sit somewhere you feel that is going to be comfortable. There are times we see guests will walk into our club and we will just allow them to sit then while we are busy gisting with our other friends. I don't know how many of your clubs, what we call in our club, fellowship half hour. We do it in our club. The first 30 minutes, members are not expected to sit down, then you move around. So when you see a new member, engage such a member. If you are busy as a club admin, go and look for somebody in your club that you know that, somebody that can engage people say, oh, Rotary and Jide, please come and please help me to speak with this guest. We have a guest. He's been introduced to us by PAG Busola Satoyi, who is from Okota, but PAG Busola Satoyi has introduced somebody to come and fellowship with you, Rotary Club of Ikeja. So it is only good for you to engage such a person. Don't leave your guest, because I've seen situations where a guest will come because he doesn't know anybody. He will just sit and be looking, and everybody is busy drinking, doing all that. So these are the responsibilities of roles of club admin. Please let us make our meetings very engaging. You know, some of us, when we get to meeting venue, no tablecloths, the place is not quite neat. It is the role of the club admin to get to the meeting. You can organize clerk, you know, look for somebody who will get there 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour before you, sweep the place, tidy up the place, arrange the seat, and it looks nice to your members to come. These are very important, my chair admin. I thank you very much. You know, please just give us some minutes, let others join. Just within the next 2 minutes, we'll call them to join us and we'll close this session. And if there's any questions or anything anybody want to ask, please go ahead and do so. Thank you. Please go ahead. Dr. Amakinde, please go ahead. Dr. Amakinde, please speak. Please mute yourself and speak to us, please. You are raising up. Big family. Rosa Amakinde, please unmute yourself. Please unmute. Let me see if I can do that for you from my end.
Sama, can they kindly unmute yourself?
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, my DJ. Well, it was a very good explanation there. A lovely one. Thank you so much, sir. But my question, am I audible? Hello?
Yes,
you are.
Yes, you are.
Okay, all right. Thank you, sir. Well, my question has to do with the aspect of introducing guests or visiting Rotarians to any club meeting. I just want a clarification. is it the club admin that will introduce the guests or the president? Because the president will be presiding over the meeting. So in that aspect, I think there's going to be a kind of a confusion by either the club admin to introduce the guest or the president. So I just want a little bit of clarification to that, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Let me tell you, there's no standard for it, but it is not ideal for the president to introduce guests because number one, he's presiding and may not have direct access to the names and the sitting arrangements of the guests. So, like in my club, it is the duty of the club admin at a point. Part of the agenda of the meeting, the president will say, now can I call on the club admin to please introduce our guests? So the admin knows them. He or she also knows the host of such guests. So she comes to the podium and bring with his notebook and say, now, my president, fellow Rotarians, it is my pleasure to introduce our guest, number one, Rotarian and Mr. Mr. So, that one will stand up. He is a guest of Rotarian Henry Akinyele People Clubs, then that person will sit. And then the second person and introduce. So it is the admin, not the president. But in some club, the host of the guest. Hello, please, can you mute yourself? That person, can you mute yourself, please? In some club, it is also the practice of the host. For instance, if I'm bringing a guest to the meeting, the president will say, this is now time for introduction of our guest. Please, if you have a guest in the house, please, can you introduce your guest? Most times, that one is always also very good because you know your guest very well. So it is easy for you to say, it is my pleasure to introduce my friend. We stay on the same street. His name is Mr. Saka. He works with First Bank Nigerian PLC Ikeja branch. But in most times, we have to do it formally because we have guests. There are times we joke about it and it is not good. It is not ideal. In Rotary to say, I have my friend there. Maybe she's a lady. She's single. She's not searching. I want her to know. All those kind of distractions of unnecessary introduction should be cut off. So if you are to use the method of having hosts to introduce their guest, it should be straightforward. And all their side talks, you should also please enlighten your members. At times when you're introducing your guest and say, oh, distinguished fellow Rotarians, it is my pleasure to introduce my guest. Maybe, sorry to have been using the same example, but I've seen it all around. A lady, and she is Miss Ojo Cecilia. She's an accountant. She works with Deloitte, and people start crossing. Is she single? Is she married? Where does she stay? Does she have a phone number? All kind of things. So we need to desist from that. Let that particular time be solemn, and that is how it should be a Rotary. It is my pleasure to introduce to you, and my dear friends. We've been friends for over 20 years. We attended the same school, and just of a recent we met, and I have invited him to fellowship with us. So, fellow Rotarians, it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Saka to you. Mr. Saka is the folk announcer. He has his shop at Ojodu Burger. Thank you very much. And you sit down, and the clock claps, and that person sits down. So you can adopt any of the two styles by saying the club admin will come to the podium to introduce all guests in the house, or you want to call the host to introduce the guest, and that is the two ideal situations that I have played. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, Rotarian Emmanuel, please, you can go ahead. I think
just a quick one. Thank you so much. I think what you have elaborated is quite key. Introduction of the guest is very, very key to the club for membership, But I think the club admin too will have to do a follow-up the next day. Meaning having the phone number of the guest and just say hello to the guest and try to get one or two feedbacks from the guests. In other words, to award that guest to become a member. The club admin, in my own opinion, should also do a kind of a follow-up call to thank the fellow for coming and to also to fellowship with us at the time he came. This is just my contribution. Thank you.
Fantastic. 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 So that is another responsibility he has also given to us. Please make sure you follow up with our guests. It is very important. As a matter of fact, we can even go ahead now to call on our graphic artist to do a small flyer to say thank you for, be with us today. We appreciate you. We look forward to seeing you some other time. And you get the number and you send. So there's nothing stopping every club admin to create a platform for guests. When you have any guest, please pick up the number and ask if you could add the person to your guest platform. We have it in my club. It's not necessarily have to be somebody who wants to join the club, but you have your bulletin, you have your activities, you also post them on your guest platform. Tomorrow we are having fundraising dinner, we are having whiskey fellowship, we are having games fellowship. Please, why don't you join us? So it's a very good idea. Thank you, Rotary and Emmanuel, for that. Please, it's good for admin to do a follow-up to our guests, to say thank you for joining us in our meetings the previous day. Even if possible, late that evening, you can send, hope you arrive home safely. Thank you for being with us. We look forward to seeing you some other time. It's very important. Thank you for that point. The DLF in the house now. Okay, thank you. Let's find out if everybody is here now so that we can close this session. I thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much, my fellow Rotarians. Please let me also check if others have joined us, if they are closed, and in another 5 minutes, we shall officially close this session. I thank you very much for your patience. Please just hold on. Thank you. And if you have any question you may want to ask, please go ahead. Thank you. Okay, thank you. The public image are here. The service project is joining us right away. Yes, any questions, anything you want to ask the DG, please note that meet with your club president anytime late next week or per week. The itinerary of the DG visits will be sent to clubs. So please take note of that and start to plan for the district governor's visit. And let us make our program very concise, and very brief so that we don't stay too late. We don't take the whole day during the DG visit. I thank you very much. If there's any question, we are waiting the service project now. They will join us shortly. Thank you very much.
My DG, please, can you hear me?
We can hear you very well.
Yes, I wanted to say that while we wait for the DLF, we'll just take one person from each of the sessions to just give us their observations or comments about the learning sessions that we've had. Just one from public image, one from service projects, and one from club admin. So if you can indicate by a raise of hand, and then we'll give you the floor to speak. Thank you.
Please, the host, you allow them to unmute. Thank you very much.
Host,
okay,
please unmute.
Yeah,
just indicate, then we will unmute you to speak.
Okay, you have somebody.
Just raise your hand. We will unmute you to speak.
Can I go on now, sir?
Please go ahead, please.
Okay, IMP Saka.
Okay, I attended a public image session, well robust, where we were, no assumptions were taken. We were trained on how to be an effective public image chair and what are the tools we need. Key among this is the ability to be able to project the club's image, our project, to ensure that we are part of the planning stages of the project so that public image is effectively factored into all the projects. Observations were also made to the fact that most time when clubs design projects, they either completely forget to even put a public image budget in place. And just like the invited AG said, we ended up winking at ourselves in the dark. Because if you spend like 5 million, 10 million on a project, and there is no robust public image budget to project that project, even while you are commissioning it, to let the public know what you are putting and what they stand to gain from such project, you might just be winking at yourself in the dark. Nobody knows you have done any reasonable thing. So we were trained on how to ensure that we work with all the other committees within our clubs to ensure that public image take a central role while projects are being designed. Also of importance was the fact that we were told that everybody, all Rotarian, is a PI ambassador, not just the public image chair alone. Even though the public image chair coordinates the project to the public, but our individual actions, doings and undoings affect the way the public sees Rotary. So two arms of public image, the public image and the public perception. Also, the fact that Rotary members are encouraged to join the district handle, because I think we were told that we have just about 860 people following the district handle on Instagram, for instance, for a district that boasts of 75 clubs in the minimum. And we said, okay, immediate actions to be taken, immediate campaigns to be taken, that Rotary members, Rotarians, follow our different social media handles, so that as we keep sharing the project, the mission of the district, we are out there in the public, and the public knows what we are doing. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, IMP Saka of RC Okoba. That was well encapsulated. I was also in class, and I can say that I think you captured most of what was said, and especially the last bit. I have just put the district Instagram handle on this platform, on the chat room. So everyone here as well, we are about 89 of us. Let's say 87 of us here. If you've not followed the district handle, this is the opportunity to do so. Follow us. If the only thing you are going to gain from this is to follow the district on Instagram as we are having this session. Thank you very much. The other hand up is
Yes, Rotary and Sholanke from
is there any
Otta raised
other
their-
hand up?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. This is Rotary and Sholanke from Rotary Club of Otta. Our own sessions were very, very interesting, and we learned quite a lot from the session on the activities of the administration.
What session was yours? You didn't mention it, sir.
Sorry, we are talking about the breakout section for club administration. Administrator, that's the club admin. And it was centered around designing club meetings that are relevant and engaging. And then the second presentation was how to plan inclusive events and factors to consider. And while the first session, we spoke extensively about all the things that are required. And one of them actually is we must have clear objectives in every meeting that we want to plan. Each meeting should have specific purpose, that is the learning objectives, and then we should also celebrate members from time to time and make sure that we share the agendas in advance so members know what to expect and how to prepare themselves. And then we should also make sure that the meetings are not rigid. That is, people should not be saying, oh, it's still the same old thing. We should make it interesting. We should rotate the format. We should make, bring about things like discussions, workshops, games, guest speakers, question and answers panels, and so on and so forth to make our meetings inclusive. And then, of course, we have to be timely, very, very timely, such that people don't look at our meetings as being very boring and so on and so forth. And then we also make it also inclusive. Inclusive in the sense that we ensure that all voices are heard. We don't marginalize one another. And then we should also encourage participation. Most of these things are such that the club admin is supposed to liaise, with the president constantly, and also liaise with the secretary, because we find out that some of these roles will be clashing. And then one person, once you are acting, and then at the end of the day, you find out that, oh, why is this person taking over my role and all that? But when you are liaising with people and you are both working together as a team, at the end of the day, that will not arise. And of course, we should also leverage on the use of technology. For instance, at the end of every meeting, we are going to have new members and all that. So those new members should be put in a particular group whereby we can educate them more on Rotary, and that will help to gear up their interest in joining Rotary eventually. And of course, we should also celebrate ourselves. Little things like this help, club to have more members to have more interest in the club. When you celebrate people's achievements, either on the floor of the meetings or on platforms like birthdays and so on and so forth, it goes a long way to help. And then in the planning and of events, three things were mostly involved. I won't want to take too much of our time, so I won't go deeply into that. But those three things are simply accessibility, safe and welcoming environment, and of course, we encourage feedback. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. Can we have somebody from Service Project so that we can close?
Thank you very
this
much.
meeting? Service
Okay.
Project.
My DG, you have the first.
Please go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Okay, we just take one from Service Projects, and then the DG will round us off. Anyone from Service Projects?
And Taiwo, please go ahead.
Okay, should I nominate Rotirana Semota of my club?
No, Rotirana Taiwo is speaking.
Semota.
No, Rotirana Taiwo is speaking.
Okay, someone is speaking already. Okay, thank you.
Good evening, leaders. Good evening, fellow Rotarians. I am Oladosi Taiwo Olamiposi from House Apomojo. We had a impactful section with the facilitators, and we discussed extensively on how to have a successful year as a chairman of Service Project. And part of our discussion is what we must do before we start a project. Number one thing they let us understand is we need to conduct a thorough assessment before we embark on any project. The community assessment, a feasibility study, talk with leaders of the community so that we can know what they are lacking or what they need. But the number two things we are able to discuss is involving all members in the project so that they can also invest in the success of it, so that they can be part of it, so that they can invest their talent, their connection and resources to have a successful year. Number 3 things we're able to discuss is outlining the strategy for managing the resources, the sustainability tools, so that after the project has been done, we can be able to say, okay, we have been able to achieve this project. How can we sustain it in the span of 2 or 3 years or 5 years, so that the project can be what the community will be using every day and they can also maintain it. Number 14 is partnership. We discussed about partnering with organizations, individuals, local and international partnerships, so that we can impact our community and we will not be able to rely on the membership of the club alone. Also, the last one we discussed is evaluating your project. The success story must be shared on all social media. People must know what Rotary is all about via the projects you have been able to do and what people should be expecting. And also we discussed about involving community leaders, community parastatals, so that they can know what Rotary is all about and how they can also impact their community at large. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Rotarian Taiwo. DG, please, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you very much, my Rotarians. I am so glad, I am so happy that with the review we have received from our Rotarians shows that this session has been so impactful. The learning session continues all through the year. I want to thank you very much for your time. I know for sure that we have gained 1 or 2 things from these programs we have just organized this morning. Please, my fellow Rotarians, go back to your club, like I said to the admin. Immediately before the end of today, organize your committee. Don't be a one-man riot committee. Look for 2, 3, 4, 5 people in your committee. Pass the name to your president before morning tomorrow or this weekend. My president, these are the people I'm suggesting that should work with me as a member of my committee. In my club, that has been done already. The president-elect would have, over 2, 3 months ago, appoint committees. You understand? So, but it may not play in all the clubs. So if your club, I mean, a committee has not been put up, or there are some people in your club you feel that they can work well with you, please arrange that, send it to your president-elect for approval, and organize a small inaugural meeting. As a club admin, what do you think we can introduce to our club? You understand? We want to start to have greeters. We want to have fellowship hour, get some drinks, just soft drinks and water. When people come in disposable cup, just take a sip and let us before we start the meeting. Oh, we want to change our tablecloths, or we don't even have at all. We want to sew new ones and all that. You as service project, you have also mentioned, start to talk to your president, organize your committee. What are your flagship projects? What are your major projects? Oh,
or is it from my end?
Some president will say, "Oh, I want to do. We want to do a borehole in one community as a service project. Visit the place. You know, tell your president, my president, when will you take me to the school we want? You say we are going to renovate. Let us go there and see another. Take ownership of these programs. You know, public image as well. Start talking to your outgoing public image. If you don't have all these social media handles, please start to create one. Oh, it is high time we have an Instagram page. And also start to negotiate some other things. You want to have palace with media people. You want to have an official photographer. Most clubs don't have photographers. What I'm saying is this, it could be expensive, but there are some programs that you would like to have. You have somebody handy to say, please, Mike, we are having a program in my club today. Please, it's just 10,000 naira or 20. Just you are giving us soft copy. Please come to the club meeting. We will pay. We have that in our club. Anytime we have something special, I mean, apart from the regular meetings, we call on the guy. He will come. I know Ikeja South. They have Murphy. I know Ikeja proper. They have another. I have quite a lot of photographers on my phone. I will say, photographer Ikeja South, photographer Ikeja, photographer this, you know. Because I know I will always meet this guy at some occasions and they take good pictures. These are the pictures we can fly on our social media handles as public image. We should be conscious of the pictures we want to post. You understand? The clarity, the resolution should be good. Then it must be, I know, committee secretary would have mentioned that to you. It must be action pictures. You know, most of us, we dwell in our DJs around. Let me take picture with the DJ. Let's go to backdrop. We take picture with the DJ and we post. Those are not rotary pictures. But where the DJ is, having an hand-on experience, you know, maybe he wants to commission, he's drinking the water or he's planting the tree or something like that. Those are the pictures. It's not looking straight into the camera. Oh yeah, we can do that for our own keep, for our own magazines. You understand? And maybe one or two on our social media handles and well captioned, you know, so we should also be conscious of that. So all these things are things we can start today to organize. So I want to thank you very much, my fellow Rotarians. It's been a wonderful time with you. Please do enjoy the rest of your weekends. I thank the incoming district secretaries, our facilitators that are still online, PAG Ibrahim, PAG Musola Satuyi, irresistible, magical, performing President Gideon Leye, and every other leaders that are here that I cannot mention at this time. I thank you very much for your time, and I hope that next year will be a very fantastic year together. Please feel free to get in touch with me. If there's any of you willing to serve at any of the district committees, please don't hesitate. Letters have been sent out for a very long time to our president-elect to nominate people who are willing to serve in various committees at the district to send to us. Only about 15 or 16 clubs sent names to us. So if you are here and you are willing to serve at the district committee, please send a message privately to incoming district secretary or myself. Put your name, your club, and of course your classification, so that we can know which of the committees you will fit your expertise. I thank you very much. Do enjoy the rest of the weekend. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, my DG. I've also put my number on the chat room. We want to make sure that this counts for something. So we want to also send you, we would work by giving you an e-certificate for attending this program. And so we will be able to get those, your names. I've put my phone number. So just put your club name and your name to that phone number. We'll compile them and send you your e-certificate. Thank you very much, everyone, and have a blessed weekend. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you all. Thank you all. It's an interesting session. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very interesting.
Rotary and Marian RC Central, it has been a wonderfully insightful meeting on all fronts. I am so grateful for this wealth of knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Rotamabo Gajalatunji from Alciota. I really enjoy my time.
Thank you. My name is Luciana Motale, Rotary Club of Iketo South. Thank you. Nice session.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Thank you. My name is Past President Bello Kede from Rotary Club of Okeonega. I'm happy to be part of you this morning.
Yeah, hello, thank you. My name is Past President Dr. Nicholas Nze RC Ajara.
Thank you. My name is Intending Rotarian Sarah from Joko Premier.
Thank you. I'm Kola Ule Olale from Rotary Club. Thank you.
looking for us to come.